What's the hottest hot sauce? 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 Who
do you think's going to choke first, Leah? You can say it out loud. You think so?
It's going to be me. I'm not going to stop, but, it's going to suck. Oh, I'm ready.
Hey, y'all can't be that close.
Yep, y'all got to back up.
Y'all got to back on up. Leah, you're fine. Y'all got to back up.
Thanks, bro. I need that. I got it. Yeah, it's time.
As long as you're quiet, no.
Everybody's in. Sitting right here. Yeah, we're good. All good. I might do like half and then half because I don't know if I'll get through all these wings.
Yeah, probably a good idea. You want to just bring a napkin holder?
Hey, we got one.
Yeah, we got a napkin holder right here. Thank you, Encanto.
Check it.
Put it over there. I'll just get me a few and set them down. Y'all got to be quiet. It's not a competition, guys.
Think we're good. Think we're set. We ready
check,
to go?
Check. I like that hot sauce, baby. I like that hot sauce, yeah. I think I'm hot sauce crazy. It just makes my day.
Gonna make me sing. So are you. Did you fart? Max, did you fart? All right.
Welcome to Mead Talk. Thanks so much for showing up tonight. Tonight is going to be a special night, but before we get to that, in case you didn't know, everybody up here on Mead Talk has to follow the same rules. We must consume at least 3 glasses of mead before getting up here, and we believe that everything's better with mead, including hot sauce challenges, which is what we're doing tonight, which is going to be so much fun. We have... how many? 36 beautiful wings.
Yep, 12 each.
12.
No, that clarification. That is not 36 apiece.
Yes,
I think if we were eating
no.
36 wings apiece, people might think we're crazy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
12 each. Yeah. So let's clarify.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of hot sauce choices over here. And we're going to do some pretty extreme hot ones, from what I understand.
Yeah.
I myself am not a very spicy person, put it that way. So this is going to be really interesting.
Yeah. But I think on the Scoville level, we're not going to get excruciating this go around, but we're gonna walk the line there.
Okay. That's good. I like that. Every once in a while, I like to dabble in some habanero to light my brain on fire, just because I feel like it's even better than an energy drink sometimes. So I will go that far. Further than that, I've never been.
I think capsaicin is a pretty powerful thing.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It has some awesome health benefits as well.
All right, so I guess the question is, what are we starting with? And while we do this, what are the topics? What are we going with? What are we talking about? Or are we just going to sit here and cry and eat wings?
A combination of both, I believe. Well, first and foremost, before we get started, these bodacious-looking wings were whipped up by Momo's Cajun Kitchen outside
Yes.
of Ivy League. So we just want to thank them
I was getting
for
that.
Yes.
because this challenge could not happen if it wasn't for some culinary magic.
Like I
Right.
could
Exactly.
slay all of these right now with nothing on them. They look
No sauce on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they look
Yeah.
amazing.
So,
For
but all
sure.
right.
That was a good plug.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you, Momos.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, tears are definitely coming out of my eyes, but that's because I had 5 facial reconstructions. Nothing else. Definitely that.
It's just sporadic.
I don't have control of my tear ducts in one eye, so I just want to throw that out there. That's true.
I don't know if I hate that for you or if that's a
Legit excuse.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's legit. I'm telling you, whenever there's a little gust of wind, this eye just starts tearing up. I can't stop it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
Would you rather it constantly run or be constantly clogged?
Yeah, I kind of get both, though.
Yeah.
You know, in the eye.
What about you, Rob?
I'm a
Would
man.
you rather be
I
able
don't
to
cry.
cry just basically
No.
on demand or not cry at all?
I don't cry. I'm a man.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
don't have the ability to.
There we go.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about this, guys, because one thing that's synonymous with us is, we're very proud men. But on top of that, there's 2 things we have in common. We love working in the spirit industry to boost our spirits from a professional standpoint, and also as men that love to live. One thing we have, and that's synonymous with our social life, is the fact that we love to cook and we just love food. So
Food's
without
great.
further ado, all right, guys. So
So
we're
what
gonna
are we starting with?
What are we looking at here?
What are we
Okay.
going with?
So, what would be the best way to tackle this? Do we just
Well,
start
you
an
said-
assembly line?
Well, you said that we have a bunch of them, but we're only going to be able to choose.
We got 12 options that we must make.
Okay.
12 options
So
that
what
we
are the
must make.
Out of
Categories.
15, right?
Out of 15.
Categories are very sporadic, right? So we just have mild to hot, but within that starting and that end point, we've got different categories of sauce. Like, what are their derivatives? What's the origin of this kind of style of sauce? Where do these styles come from, right?
Yes.
Geographically,
Totally.
So
And we are working our way up to hotter.
correct,
So we're
Yeah.
starting
right?
lighter and working our way.
We want to enjoy it at least for a little
At
bit.
least for a little bit,
Yeah, we want to enjoy
I
it.
like that. I like
So,
enjoying food.
I just think if you start off with misery, I don't think this podcast episode would last very long.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So without further ado, so I think this is where we should start, right? One thing that we all love is honey.
Yeah. Honey.
Honey.
Mead.
Mead. So I've got 2 honey hot sauces right here.
All
One
right.
is a spicy peach honey, right?
Mhm.
I think that's going to be maybe a little sweet,
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
and subtle,
Mm-hmm.
right? But very bodied. And then we're just going to kick it up with a honey sauce again that's introducing some cayenne pepper,
Okay.
right?
All right.
So I
like
think
me
that's
some
a good
cayenne.
place to start.
We're
Yeah.
a meadery,
Yeah, we are a meadery.
We know
so
honey.
we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for the bees, right?
right?
Right.
The bees and all that honey. So who would like the honors of cracking the
I
sweet?
think we'll start
Spicy
here.
peach.
Start here, work our way
towards
down.
you.
All
Yeah.
right,
Alright.
cool.
Yep.
Rob
one?
did say he wanted
So
to.
this is the lighter one, not the cayenne one.
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
All right.
It's called
Sounds
spicy
good.
peach. Hey Rob, who's it made by? Just in case if
This
our viewers
is
want to go out and buy it.
red clay. The red clay changes you, so it is redclayhotsauce.com.
Do they put clay in it?
We'll find out.
I want to know.
Yeah. But another cool thing that has to happen during these spicy wing challenges, right? These kind of challenges wouldn't exist of a show that I found. It's called Hot Ones. You can
Mhm.
watch it on YouTube. It's in podcast form. And Sean Evans, the journalist of journalists, right? He always finds a way to ask deep questions that'll make you think. But most of the time, he does a lot of research about his guest that he's having on each episode. But I'm thinking this time we all just love to think deep, right? We love to have fun, concentrated conversations.
It's thick like honey.
It's thick like honey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's really hard not to just take a bite
So
right now.
I've got a really gnarly list of questions.
Are we gonna answer these questions
While we eat.
do it?
Absolutely.
That's gonna be intense.
Absolutely. I don't think these people would stick around long on a
If they're just
visual
watching us,
podcast if they're
yeah.
just watching us eat.
I don't know. I mean,
Well, weirdly enough, people stare at pictures of food
and
all
already,
day.
look, we're here for a good time, not a long time, right?
Oh, jeez, it's dripping on me.
Well,
I'm going for it.
got a table full of smackers over here.
So good.
Speaking of smackers, right? I think that's a pet peeve of a lot of people. What's your biggest pet peeve?
That's a good question.
Right. Just right there.
I'll give you one of mine. A lot of people are going to hate this one. I can't stand the usage of "I feel like." Absolutely drives me crazy. I wish that phrase would die. Because there is nothing attached emotionally to a thought, period. I feel like is a passive-aggressive way to say that I'm right, you're wrong, do what I say. I can't stand it. Can't stand it.
He gets on to people all the time about that.
Yeah.
I do.
What about you, Matt?
That one's good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of spice, but
Yeah.
not horrible.
Right. That initial bite was very honey.
Yeah, very
It was
sweet.
very sweet.
And then that spice just kind of lingers on the tongue for a little while.
I'm trying to find the peach, though.
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
notice the
trying to find the
peach.
peach.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what my pet peeves are. I guess I don't like change of plans. Like sudden change of plans. I don't like that at all.
Honestly, I think that's most guys.
Yeah. Like,
This is really good. I'm
Yeah.
clearing the wing.
Oh, yeah.
Clearing the wing.
yeah.
I think my biggest pet peeve is it's rather ridiculous. You ever been standing by somebody, you're standing at a table, and they're just on their phone, right? Then they just set the phone down, but the screen is still up.
Yeah.
I just want to walk by the phone and press the side button just to make it
I make
It's
a point.
blackout.
I make a point to flip my phone over
every time.
every time. Yeah, I always.
Jennifer, does he remember to do that every time?
I do. I always flip my phone over unless it's at
says
nighttime and I'm charging it. It's the only time I don't. Other than that, always flip my phone
All
over.
right, quick question for you guys.
All right.
Drums or flats?
Oh. You know, drums look better, but flats eat better.
Flats all day.
You know? Yeah, I mean, I can look at a drum and be like, man, that's beefy. I
Yeah.
want that. But then, there's so much fat around the end and stuff. You really don't get as much as you think. But flats, just everything comes off nice and
Yep.
easy. So, yeah, definitely flats.
Good breakdown. I agree.
Yeah.
That was solid.
Thanks. Appreciate that. I like to think.
I think I'm gonna have to be the outlier here. I'm gonna have to go the drum route because only in drums do you really have that opportunity. Just take that initial hack out of the wing.
That
You
yeah,
know.
I get that.
I'll show you.
Especially if you're craving wings and you're looking forward to that first bite. I mean, there's just nothing better. I
You
bet
s-
you even. I think there's a subconscious connection to that, right? First wing, I think it's a drum. Most times.
I save my flats for last because I like them better.
Yeah.
But I'll show you. You know the trick to the
So
flats,
see,
right?
you just said it though. You go drum first.
I do, but
Yeah.
that's because I prefer the flats. But I'll show you why I
like
like flats better. If you take a flat, find the big end of the bone, set it down like this, get your fingers, push straight down. All the meat comes off, hanging at the end. So all you have to do is dip and eat.
That's wild. So wild.
There's methods to the madness.
There absolutely is.
Speaking of madness, I think it's time to step it up a notch.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do it.
Let's see what we got. The last one was pretty
Right?
good.
Yeah, that was really good. I think this one's made by the same guys.
Yep.
It is.
Looks like it.
Looks like it. Yep, red clay, hot honey.
There we go. Is there any literature on that thing? Like a breakdown of the
says-
sauce?
Sweet with a kick of heat. So red clay hot sauces, that's just about their sauces. Put it on pizza, roasted veggies, cheese plates, and fried chicken. It's made with 100% raw and pure wildflower honey, infused with habanero peppers for some heat. So this one does have habanero.
Oh, okay. Habanero. Gosh dang, we're kicking it up real quick.
Might as well.
Might as well.
It'll die down. We'll get a break.
Why not? Might as well light my brain on fire. Starting now.
So,
Just yep.
as you were saying, what were you-
No, go ahead.
All right.
So back to the original point of this challenge. I think it's time that we dig into the way we think, the motives for our actions a little bit deeper. Right?
Let's do it.
So I've got a long series of questions here. And we're just going to answer on the fly. And hopefully it'll spark some good conversation. So one thing that I mentioned earlier is that we all work in the same place for the same reason, right? We love what we do. But I've got a two-part question, especially as kind of like my employers. I'm just kind of curious of what got you to where you were a little bit. And Matt, I really think you're going to like this starter question.
All right.
And that is, do you work to live or do you live to work?
Right now, both.
Especially as a person that's going through a lot of change right now.
Mm-hmm.
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 You're finding new disciplines.
That one's nowhere near as spicy as the last one.
Nowhere near.
Nowhere near. There's like no spice to it at all. Do you get the spice? No. It's just sweet.
And so you were a little bit concerned about that habanero that I mentioned.
I was. It scared me a little bit. Had me on my toes. There's my seat. No, yeah. Do I work to live or
this
live
one's really
to work?
drippy too.
Yeah. For a long time, people have told me that from 9 to 5, you make your living, but from 5 to 9, you make your millions. And I've followed that philosophy to a T. I've always had a consistent job and then tried to work something else elsewhere to make sure that I could do something that I really wanted to do rather than something I was just stuck doing, because I had to. And that's always been my philosophy, and I know that is my retirement plan, right? Like my retirement plan is being successful in a business that I really want to do, because I'm not really going to ever stop working. I may work a little bit less or work at something different that I want to do, but I'm never ever going to stop working. Most people I talk to nowadays that are older and retirement age and stuff, and they're like, yeah, I retired like 10 years ago. I'm like, okay, well, why are you still working? Because I want to work. Like I want to do something. And, a body that stays in motion, or a body in motion tends to stay in motion, right? So in a body that stops moving, man, they stops moving fast.
Yeah.
And so working is something I'm always going to do, but why not try to do something I really want to do?
What about you, Rob? Work to live or live to work?
I'm not a workaholic, so I definitely don't live to work. So I'm going to have to say work to live. Part of why this is in existence, have a nice little nest egg and be able to, I tell a lot of people all the time, it's like, I'd love to retire. They're like, oh, well, why, man? You don't want to work? No, I still work. Like Matt said, I'll still work. It's just my choice as to when and how long. But if I decide, hey, you know what, I want to go take a trip and do this, then I have that option as opposed to the 9-to-5 grind week after week. Saturdays I get to do what I have to do outside of work that I have to work on at the house, and so on and so forth. It's a grind.
I think that's the freedom part of it is when you don't want to work, you don't have to, And I would like to reach that level.
Say that again.
When you don't want to work, you don't have to.
But you see, I feel like more times than not in my life, I just have to work.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
more times in my life, too, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I haven't reached that point yet.
Is it a struggle for you to fight complacency?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a struggle?
Well, not procrastination.
Yeah, procrastination.
Yeah, complacency is something I dread every single day. It's
because you don't want to stop.
Well, complacency, obviously is different than procrastination, but complacency, not being aware, of what's going on and becoming relaxed and comfortable. I don't like that.
See, I think working to live is synonymous with complacency.
Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah, basically, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. But, yeah, procrastination is something I fight and battle
struggle
every single day. Because I'm like, I really don't want to do that because I'm so dang tired or I'm so just, and I come up with all these excuses, but I should just get up and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what is it? Go ahead, Rob. Hit us with it. You're reading deep over there.
Yep. We've got Contada Confianza Cerdes. Taqueria street sauce, cilantro lime. It is a mild. It is cilantro and jalapenos. Some tomatillo, and it smells really good.
Yeah, so we're on our third pepper. We had some cayenne, some habanero.
It looks good.
Yeah.
It's almost like a tomatillo sauce. Or
like a good verde.
Yeah, very. All right. So, what are the two sauces that we're not going to eat, or have we decided that yet?
I don't think we have. I think we're just taking this a wing and a sauce at a time.
That one's really good.
Is it?
Hey, shut up.
Man, that's good. Can I get more of that? The first one was the spiciest one yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's delicious. That is delicious.
That's almost just pour it in your mouth type.
Yeah. Drinking it out of the bottle.
I could take shots of that. For sure.
Or, after a good shot of tequila, that's your chaser right there.
Yeah.
Just a little spoon dip of that.
Well, one of the things I like to do at Moe's is I get the different salsas, and I'll go mild, medium, and hot. Yeah. And everybody thinks it's because I'm going to use it for my chips. It's not true. I don't eat their chips. I don't like their chips. So I'll just sit there and drink one, and then I'll drink another, and then I'll drink the other one, like somewhere in my meal. I love the salsas. I love eating them. Just like that. That's what that reminds me of, though.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm going to leave some meat on a couple of these.
That's what I was thinking,
Yeah, you got to save some for later, right? Speaking of saving some for later, that just makes me think of another question, right? You got leftovers. You're not hungry right now. You're tired over for the night. You're good. But you wake up in the middle of the night, What is your go-to midnight snack?
Chips.
Chips and salsa? Or just
Just chips. If there's salsa, chips and salsa. I don't know why. If we got chips, I go to chips. Always chips.
So, for me, this is difficult, right? Because I don't always have what I really want.
what do you really want, Matt?
I really want some like hummus and some pimento cheese and something refreshing to dip in it, like broccoli or something like that, right? That's
Yeah.
that is a midnight snack for me. But the other night, and this killed me. I was like, this is great. A chicken salad sandwich with pimento cheese on
What?
it was so good.
From Chicken Salad Chick?
Yeah, from the Frozen Goat down in Clanton. Even better than the chicken salad tray. His stuff is so good.
What's your
So-
favorite kind of chicken salad? What's in it?
Bacon and cheese and it's actually from the Frozen Goat, and he calls it the ultimate. And it's got everything. It's like a dream come true. Honestly, it's amazing. It really is. We kicking it up a notch.
I believe so. This one was requested for us to try.
I've seen this one before.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever tried it, but I have seen it.
Well, we're going to learn today.
We're gonna learn today. It's gonna be dang good sauce.
Dang good sauce. All right, so we got tiger sauce, the original tiger sauce. It's got a tiger on the front in case you're confused as to what kind of sauce it is. But it
Just making
is,
it
let's
clear.
see. It says Tiger Sauce Original packs fierce flavor in a balanced yet complex sauce that is slightly sweet with a touch of heat. You can use it as a condiment, ingredient, or a marinade or cooking sauce.
Condom, huh?
Shake well before using. Yeah.
I mean,
I think
Condiment
it
it.
was all there. They know what they were doing.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
It's
right.
everything in one sauce.
Looks like we got some cayenne in
Shake it
here.
before you rub it.
Some red.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yep, so it looks like cayenne and red pepper is what we're going
There we
for.
go.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, 3 sauces from now, I think we're going to get the peak of crushed red pepper. I think it's going to be a crushed red pepper overdose.
Yeah.
It says extra spicy with 3 X's in the extra.
Nice.
So,
So far, I'm very excited as to our odds here, but I'm not excited about what's to come.
right. So this is wing number 4 out of 12. So, slow and steady wins the race,
You
right?
really got it on there for that one. Robert.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm going to get it
Really drenched
on
that
there.
one.
It's a little loose. It's a little loose. It's not tight like some of the others. It's a little loose.
Yeah.
The honey was tight. This is loose.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Smells really good, though.
I just want
Yeah.
to keep it on there, and
All right, listen.
then I can smell it.
All right,
from here.
guys. So the ones that recommended the tiger sauce, here we go. We're on the tiger sauce.
It's really good.
Okay.
What are we talking about here?
That reminds me of like a hot Taco Bell sauce,
Okay.
but it's not as hot
That's Taco Bell sauce?
really it's not that hot at all, honestly. But it reminds me of Taco Bell, like
Yeah.
the packets.
It's a subtle little, you can definitely tell that it's cayenne.
Maybe you didn't shake it enough.
Oh, I shook it.
Figured you'd know how. I don't know.
It was shooken.
To me, whenever I hear the word sweet heat
There we go.
together, I think this is where that is.
Yeah.
That definitely hits a nail. Sweet.
So we're
heat.
kind of bringing the heat up a little bit. You can tell. It's there.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
It's a good stepping stone.
the longer it sits, it turns it up a little bit at a
You're
time.
looking a little moist over there, Rob. Your pores starting to expand?
Yeah, no, I haven't hit anything hot yet like that. It's just hot in here.
That's what I would say too.
Yeah.
But
That one was
Hang in there.
that
Hang in there.
that was good flavor.
I can actually enjoy that one.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, what are the next choices coming up?
So the next choice is coming up. Perfect timing for that question because right now comes the time where we have no choice but to raise the bar.
Okay, that's good.
I think.
We're at level 2 right now.
Yeah, if you want, like I said, I think on hot ones, the hottest Scoville levels that they get to is around the 400,000 to 600,000 range.
Mm-hmm.
The hottest that we are going to get is about 175 to 200.
Okay.
Right? So
That's not cold though. That is not cold.
no,
On
no.
the Scoville, I think the hottest is like
I think
what?
if my guesstimations are correct, I want to say 200,000 Scovilles, as organic as it can be, naturally. I think that equivalent to picking like a chili pepper with a jalapeno at the same time right off the plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
You put those
So
two
that's
together,
what-
you're touching 200,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
But-
Carolina
but-
Reapers, your Ghosts,
They're like in the million
yeah,
range, right?
or high several 100,000. Like
Yeah.
Scorpion Pepper, you're crying,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
the moment you take a bite, you're begging for mercy.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get there. But I can say, and I'll be the first to admit, I think after that one, I'm getting some pour expansion, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You, in the face, just not in the mouth.
Yeah, right around the eyes.
Yeah.
Right around
Yeah.
the eyes. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, I think, Matt, I think you should make that next decision.
What's
Right?
2?
I think I'm going to hand you 3 options,
Okay.
right?
Give them to me.
So. And if we want to go the Asian route.
Well, let me.
No.
Okay.
I think we absolutely have to do that one regardless.
One of those 4 there, sir.
It's a buffalo. Now, so I think we got to do this one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I agree.
but
Maybe not right now.
but I think I should choose.
Well,
between
that's
these
not
three.
the end or the bomb. That is just their signature style buffalo.
Buffalo sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but I really I want to pick from these. Can I do that?
Absolutely.
And then we'll do that one later.
You know,
Or after that?
you know what's cool about this challenge?
Yeah.
There is no wrong answer.
Yes, sweet. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna get it
Like
wrong.
it's glass half full mentality throughout.
In this case, all the glasses are full because we're opening them as we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a chipotle pepper sauce that it looks pretty good. It's got chipotle and jalapeno, so it's gonna have like a smoky, and it's got habanero, so it's gonna be fruity and
That's a little tri blend of pepper right
that
there.
is that's pretty fancy.
Sounds appeasing.
Now this one could be really good
Uh-oh.
if ooh
Is that the Carolina?
it says it's the Carolina, but I don't see any Carolina Reaper in it, so it's just Carolina hot sauce.
Okay. Maybe Carolina style, Like you got
Yeah, I
Texas
think that's-
barbecue, you got
That's
Kentucky
what they're talking about
barbecue.
here. But I really like the idea of this one because it's a fermented hot sauce.
Ooh.
I don't know if you've ever had a fermented hot sauce, but they are so good.
If you've had
if
Tabasco,
I did
yeah.
have one,
Yeah.
I don't know that I've had one.
Tabasco is fermented?
Yeah, Tabasco's fermented.
Oh, right
So-
on. Shout out Avery Allen, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And then we have this one's called habanero pepper sauce from the same person that does the chipotle one. And this one is jalapeno habanero. So the only difference between these two is this one has chipotle in it.
Interesting.
So I would choose this one over this one
Just because there's an extra pepper.
because
in
there's
it.
more flavor,
All right,
right?
let's go for it.
But wait,
Oh.
there's more. But this one, so the fermented. Okay, so it's fermented rice flour. So it's not a full fermented hot sauce, I don't think. So I think we're gonna go this one. I think I like the idea of this one: the chipotle, the habanero, and the jalapeno.
Open it up. Let's go.
Let's get it
go.
cracking.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You can
All
you
right.
can do this one.
I can do it.
So let's go back to how we're driven. We were touching on that a little bit, and I just want to know, how do you measure success? Is there really a measurement to success, first and foremost?
Yeah, I think there is. And I think that measurement it's individual.
Yeah.
Are you successful if you have billions of dollars but you're lonely?
I don't think so.
Are you successful if you have a large family but are poor?
Possibly.
You could count that as success. You could count it as a success if you have billions and you're lonely.
Yeah. We see it all the time.
Yeah. So I think success is measured from the inside. I think when you can look at your life and say, I built a good life, I built a family, I built a successful business, and I have people around me that love me, to me that's success. Not I'm an asshole and I have money, or I live on the streets and I don't need anyone. Anything like that. It's all individualized.
Mm.
Hey, Rob, let's not babysit that hot sauce, man. I'm hungry.
I'm getting there.
Matt seems
to really be liking this.
Yeah.
That definitely kicked it up a notch, but because of that Chipotle, that smokiness is so good.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
that
definitely-
joint back in the chair that you just did, was that because, like, holy shit, this is hot, or?
It had a little bit of the spice to do with the spice, but it was the smokiness that just.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful. So, so success to me is the drive to become a good individual, right? So, like, success to me has more to do with the character of who you are.
Yeah.
Rather than what you achieve in your lifetime, right? Because most people have a different definition of success, of achievements, right? But my definition of real success is the ability to build such a character that is so strong that when people see you or know you, they know that you are honest, that you would do anything for them, that you have such a persona that, if anything were to happen, they would know that you would be there for them, Yep. And I think that has a lot to do with the relationships that you build in your life and stuff. But I think that your character really defines your success. And I think that that defines your success and your ambitions as well, If you build good character, you're inevitably going to end up successful in anything that you do. But that's me.
So what do y'all think about the sauce?
So I love that smoke.
That was
really good.
That was
It's
delicious.
got a good heat to it.
On a scale of 1 out of 10, I'm gonna have to put that at a probably a solid 8.5
For
9.
flavor
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Good heat. Like, that's something you can continue to eat.
But Matt was right. After that one has sat, I don't know if y'all are just doing dabs, but I'm trying to cover a whole side of the wing.
I've started
He's like
rotating
rolling it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a rotisserie chicken.
Exactly.
There we go.
I'm just
Because-
trying to keep it on one side so it doesn't drip because I don't have anything to like you do over there.
Well,
that's- I've been holding the
napkin up like this. And
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. He's got technique.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't developed my technique yet.
I think that's where we should go next.
Let's do it.
So that'll put us at the halfway mark, right? 6
Yeah.
wings down.
Yeah.
Go on with the hot ones.
Hot Ones Original Buffalo Hot Sauce.
The classic.
Heat level 2 out of 10. That's what it says.
Yeah.
2 out of 10. Cayenne pepper. Aged cayenne pepper. Butter. Bell pepper, celery, molasses, garlic, chipotle powder, and smoked paprika. So this one's going to have a good smoked flavor as well. And habanero. So mostly cayenne, chipotle and habanero for this one. So that's interesting. I never really looked at the ingredients for a buffalo sauce before.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that I normally go for.
Yeah.
You know? Now buffalo sauce and ranch. That's,
That surprises me that you've even found an item that you haven't read like proprietary blends of. Because I remember coming to work that day and someone gave me the pack of beef jerkies.
Yeah.
Remember all the jerkies, and the first thing you were looking for was to see if there were nitrates or anything in it. You know?
Yeah, that's
And
well.
my
It's
first
not.
initial thought was, who has time for that, man?
Okay,
Like,
so
it's jerky.
now I have looked at buffalo sauces for like high fructose corn syrup and stuff, but it was like for my kids when they wanted buffalo sauce. But I've never like looked at it for myself and what really makes it taste like a buffalo sauce, you know? So I've looked for the bad stuff in it, but
So do we all, but I think that's one thing that we, general consensus, we don't do. I'm excited.
Well,
I'm excited for this.
In other countries, a lot of the ingredients that we use in the U.S. are illegal, so
yeah,
they don't even allow.
I'm
those
not
things.
I'm not the one to definitely dive into an elaborate conversation of this, but I hear all the time how much our country is just it's in a genuine food crisis.
Yeah, and it's
And I've heard so many perspectives on it, from how foods, let's just say our fruits and our vegetables, how they're harvested, all the way down to the people that cut it, to before it goes into a can or before it's wrapped and put on a shelf. It's truly, it should be heartbreaking. Because correct me if I'm wrong, and I believe that you and we started a conversation on this. Was it Roosevelt that started the FDA?
possibly.
But whatever president,
Yes, I
what
believe
president started
maybe.
the FDA? But apparently, whoever started it and when they started it, that was supposed to be an organization that was ran with the finest of combs, fine tooth combs, know. And I hear that we've gotten so far from that.
Well, when you have gosh dang, there's so much to that. So I think the FDA might have been done with the intent of being good. But I was talking to somebody last night, and it really all comes down to the Federal Reserve. And I know that's a weird place to take it, but really the downfall of our country and the expansion of our government into these other agencies and stuff really comes down to 1913 when the Federal Reserve Act was signed. It took the veto power away from every individual with our taxes, right? So we used to, before 1913, we used to have a vote with our taxes on what the government was going to expand upon that year, or what they were going to use our taxes for. And if we didn't agree on it, they couldn't do it. And until the Federal Reserve was created, and then the government could bypass the people and borrow whatever money they wanted to, not tax dollars, to do whatever they wanted to, right? And so that was a huge issue. But that's why we had an agency like the FDA pop up, the Department of Education, those sort of things. And the FDA might have supposedly started with good intentions, like every government agency does. It eventually becomes corrupt. And it becomes corrupted by powerful individuals like Monsanto. One of the particular individuals that was head of Monsanto was also switched in between the FDA, being on the board for the FDA, and Monsanto all the time, like switched between them like every couple of years. Pretty wild for 10 plus years, which is a really big issue. What?
Camera just died.
Huh?
Camera just died.
What? How did that happen? Is it not charging? Which one? It's right here. Hold on. Switch these. It ain't coming back on, is it?
But we're still recording.
Still recording.
We're still recording.
Just
And guess
without
what? That's fine.
video.
That's okay. I've got the perfect solution.
Let's do it.
We're at the perfect point of our wing eating experience. For the first time, we have 4 wings left, and we are down to our last 4 sauces that have extra X's in extra spicy.
I've got 6 wings left. How many have you been eating at a time, Josh?
Well, I'm looking at 4, but then
I've
again,
got
I have my devoured wings
I got 6.
separated from. Okay, well then that means we're gonna have to make 2 random picks, and we have 2 options right there. I see habanero in front of us, and I'm really curious if that Carolina style hot sauce that you're looking at has Carolina Reaper in it. Although you didn't read it on
doesn't.
there, but that orange label, the very bright reddish orange, blood orange almost in color. I'm curious about it, but the fun is going to begin now.
Okay. But I mean,
Let's
it
do
doesn't say Carolina. Sherry vinegar, cayenne pepper. Okay, so it does have a pequeen pepper mash.
I've never heard of that.
Neither have I. Let's try it. Let's go for this. I want to
How do
try
you
this.
spell that word? What is that?
Pequeen.
Pequuine.
U-I-N.
Uin.
Yeah,
Pequuin.
Pequin.
So pequin instead of penguin.
Yeah.
The pequin pepper right there. Oh, look at that.
You looking at it? What,
Are a
what
type
is
of
it?
hot chili pepper that are often used as a spice. Well, one would think. They are about ½ an inch long and ¼ inch wide with a slightly wrinkled, smooth skin. Come on, Wikipedia. They're reddish orange in color and have a nutty, citrusy flavor with smoky undertones. Pequin peppers are 5 to 8 times hotter than jalapenos on the Scoville scale.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Okay.
So this one might be a little on the tickle the tongue side.
So this one's definitely stepping it up.
Is this where we say curiosity killed the cat?
Yep.
Ooh.
And our taste buds.
Yeah.
Well, you can smell the heat on this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me get a whiff of that.
Make sure your nostrils sting a little bit.
Good luck.
Thanks.
You just handed it back with a nice cold little.
Right
good
in
luck.
here, I thought we had 4 peppers left, but I'm wrong. We have 6, and then we just accidentally climbed the Scoville level.
Oh, yeah. Immediate. You can...
Immediate heat.
But vinegary.
Oh my God.
It's good, though.
It's real good. That's actually a really good buffalo sauce.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
So it's definitely buffalo centered.
Absolutely. You get that vinegar with the heat. Reminds me of a good buffalo sauce.
Yeah. But that vinegar is really... That hits right up front. That's good, though. I'm wondering about the ratios that they're using in this. But that is a really good hot sauce. But I'm feeling that one down here, not really up here, like in my chest more.
Really? I've got it on my tongue.
That
Really?
was so good I had a double dip.
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah.
get an extra
That
drop.
one was really good.
But that one I'm definitely feeling in my chest more than anywhere else. For sure. Man, I really wish this camera was working. It really sucks
It's okay.
that it went
It's
out.
okay. All right, guys. As we continue, I think it is time for the rapid fire segment. This is essentially guess it questions. Are you smarter than a fifth grader? S questions. A little bit of trivia
Do
in
it.
there. And I'm struggling over here. I think
I'm starting to sweat.
yeah,
I'm getting there. Yeah.
absolutely.
You got to understand, before I came here, I climbed out of a 3,000-gallon water tank in the middle of summer. So I am hardcore. I've been sweating like crazy
Yeah.
today. So I feel like I stepped out of a sauna into this. So, but I'm feeling the heat build.
Yeah.
For
I'm
sure.
right there with you. 100% agreed. All right, guys. So since this is a hot ones, wing challenge,
Yeah.
spice challenge, I've got, and we've already admitted that we both love food. We all love to cook. It's just it's a hobby at this point,
Yeah, for sure.
That it's one of my favorite hobbies. And as I was thinking about this challenge and doing this challenge with y'all today, I could not stop thinking about food. So I've got a list of five beef-centered meals. I'm going to call them out one at a time, but you are going to have to rank them 1 through 5 without knowing which one comes next.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
You follow that?
That's interesting.
All right.
All right.
So I'm going to say 1, and you have to put it as number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're not going to know what's coming next.
That sucks.
All right. Here we go. Number 1. We're going with steak. We're eating chicken. Chicken's already been honored for about 30 minutes to an hour at this point. We're going to talk about some beef, right? Go classical steak entrees. Number 1 is beef stew. Any kind of submerged roux.
And this is 5 being lowest, 1 being top.
Correct.
I'm going to put that one at 5.
I was going to go 4 with that one.
You're going to go at 4? Or
Yep.
You're going with 4.
Yeah, because you can make a really good beef stew, and even just the juice alone can be something that's very enjoyable, But and it can be used for a lot of things. I mean, you can use it for gravies and different things. So I'd have to put that at a 4 because it's not I could tell you a couple of things that would be way above that, right? But yeah, I don't know what's coming next, so I got to put it at a 4.
You seem a little bit nervous.
I am a little bit.
Yeah.
You got me on edge right
All
now.
right, there we go. Well, you said that you could put a lot of things above beef stew.
Mm-hmm.
Is burgers one of them? Next is burgers.
Yeah.
Where are you putting burgers on that scale of 1 to 5?
Yeah,
4.
Okay.
Really?
We're talking beef, man. Beef
You're not being safe at all, right?
Beef-
I mean, you've already knocked out 5 and 4.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not being safe.
Beef gets
Yeah, I get where
good.
it's going with it.
Yeah.
Beef gets really good.
There's some really, but I know what my top 1 is going to be, right? So but it also depends on, well, I don't know if you have it in there either, but, burgers. I'm going to have to go with 3 because,
To go with 3.
It depends on the burger, right? Because that could be 2.
Well, I mean, and this is just generally speaking, right?
Yeah,
So
okay,
you're thinking about a
3.
patty,
3.
lettuce, tomatoes, some
Yeah.
pickles.
General.
Whether you're
But if you're
the mustard
talking
and
about a
ketchup or the
aioli
mayonnaise and ketchup kind of person, who cares?
bacon cheeseburger from Momo's, then you're talking 2 or 1, But
Yeah.
I'm gonna just
Shout out Momo's,
in
they're
general.
good. Such
Yeah,
good food.
yeah. I'm gonna go in general with about a 3.
All right, about a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is going to be the one that I believe. Well, this is the one that hit me the hardest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever this was popped my way, this question or this option was popped my way, and that is your general, whether it's a sirloin, a ribeye, porterhouse, T-bone, your steak and 2 sides, where we're just talking a good slab on a plate. Where are you putting it?
I already know where this one's at. This
You're
is my
going one.
This is my number one.
Yeah, you're going one.
And it obviously it depends
Yeah,
on
I'm right there with you.
who's cooking it and how they're cooking it.
What
But-
cut? What's the beef grade?
When I'm cooking my own steak, that's number one because I know exactly how to make it awesome.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which I actually learned mostly from him because he did a lot of intricate research. into that.
I can make some good meat on a grill.
I'm gonna call you Arby.
I mean,
got
You
the meats.
have the meats.
he's got the meats and he's got it down.
Yeah, he's got it down to a
Yeah.
science. It is a science. Through and through. Cooking
It is
Oh.
absolutely.
Yeah. Shout out to our chefs out in the world. You know, you turned me into an addict.
Like
So-
you get into to acids and vinegars and sweets and bitters and how they contrast with each
Yeah.
other. It's crazy.
Yeah, without a doubt. Number 4. And the last two, I'm gonna be honest. I've never had either of these two.
Okay.
And the next one, and maybe that's just because I'm the young buck in the mix, right? Maybe I'm not the cultured one, and that's okay. But I'm looking forward to it. And since it was asked to me, I'm going to find them. I'm going to find these two. And the next one is a beef shepherd's pie.
Yeah, that would be who. See, that's tough.
I've
'cause
never
I
had a
don't-
shepherd's pie. But
Really?
apparently, you can make a shepherd's pie with anything, as long as you can ground a meat, whether that's turkey or chicken. You know.
And shepherd's pie is Cynthia makes shepherd's pie, and I actually look forward to it. Because
Cynthia, how do you
it's-
make your shepherd's pie? Well, I've never made one. I've never had one.
Ground beef. Onion soup mix.
Worcestershire?
English peas.
Mashed
in.
potatoes, cheese.
Yeah.
But,
You know, if I had known, this one probably would have been like around the 4 or 3 range.
And the sad part is you
But
can't
it's-
retract a number.
I
They
know.
are
I've
what they
only
are.
got 2 and 5 open right now, and so
Well, Rob didn't clarify. Where are you putting shepherd's pie?
3.
5, 4, and 3 are gone.
Yes. No, and
yeah,
well,
2. Yeah.
and 1. All I have open is
Oh
2.
yeah, that's right. Steak's number 1.
But shepherd's pie to me is good.
I mean, it's always good. There's not a time where it isn't good, so I'm going to have to put it at number 2, right? So there are times where I don't want a burger, right? Oh, yeah, there are times that I don't want a burger,
Right.
but there's never a time where I will deny shepherd's pie. I'll just put it that way. It's always solid. I always know that it's going to be good. So that's definitely going number 2.
And last but not least, I didn't even know that these existed. That is a beef Wellington.
Well, fuck.
I knew it was coming up. That's why I saved number
I forgot
2.
about that.
But I've never had beef Wellington. However, it's Gordon Ramsay. That's what he is known for, is his
Really?
beef Wellington.
Did not know that.
Yes. So I would put it at 2 because I've never had it. But if that's Gordon Ramsay's staple, then it's got to be good.
It's got to be. Yeah. Let's go for my number 5, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Does that? Wait, you don't know.
I don't know. I haven't had it. So, but I would like to. So we got to, maybe we should do this together. Get a
Yeah.
beef Wellington. Oh, man.
On the next Hot Ones challenge.
You just dipped it right on in there.
Yeah, it's just oily at the top. You got to get down to it.
All right. Well, here we go. We're going to do another rank 'em without what's knowing next. And Rob, you mentioned your favorite midnight snack is chips, right? So I'm going to throw some chip brands at you. And you got to tell me, 1 through 5, where they lie. Number 1.
Right.
I think it might be one of the oldest chip brands out there. Everybody knows them. It's a worldwide name. It's a household name. And that is Pringles.
I'll be
And
honest,
that's
man.
any flavor Pringle.
I already know where he's going to put this one.
Oh.
I've been
you're-
on a Pringles kick here lately.
Really?
Lately?
Yeah.
Oh, Matt's dying. Matt's dying.
Yep. That pepper hit his throat.
He got
just
me
right.
there. It made me laugh because the Pringles kick has lasted a really long time.
I mean, I have been like, look, at Buc-ee's, it's only $2 for a can. Yeah, I'm definitely getting them then, but I'd probably say number one for me on Pringles. That one's really good, man.
It was
Really
good,
flavor.
but that one did hit me in the back of the throat. That's what she said.
At least that's what we want her to say.
Sarah said shepherd's pie is number one for her. Why'd she say pizza and pineapple? In your shepherd's pie? I'm confused. That one I'm feeling on my lips and in my throat. Spicy lips. Like that oil's just sitting right on my lips.
It's good, though. Like, I like that crushed pepper.
Yeah. It's definitely spicy though. But it's not like a spicy that I would normally think of. It's like a hot, you know? If that makes any sense. Back up.
Yep, looks like it's charging.
Before we get back on camera, I'm going to go grab another round.
All right.
Another round.
Round for y'all?
I'm good. I want to say I'm getting full, so I'm trying to slow down on the
Yeah,
liquids
I
and
would
stuff.
like freedom.
Freedom?
Freedom mead?
Cause I'm free!
So what's the next sauce we're going to be jumping into?
Well, another recommendation. They're just saying that we need to go all in.
Who? Oh, the crowd.
The crowd is saying that we need to go all in. And we appreciate the recommendations. And I think I'm going to be the one that's hurting after this. What if Rob would do the honors? We're going to hang out with Melinda.
All
All right, we got Melinda's original habanero extra hot pepper sauce.
Finally got the camera back up and rolling. So that's
We've
good.
got habanero pepper mash, water habanero pepper, carrots, onion, lime juice, vinegar, salt, garlic, citric acid, and xanthan.
Let me see it.
Looks pretty spicy. I
Let me
like
see
that.
it. I'm gonna listen.
What's
Give it a little
the-
ring.
What's the heat saying
It
to you?
sounds okay. It sounds fruity, but it sounds not so much like bell peppery, but it's telling me that it really, really wants to hit the palate. Not so much the throat, not so much the innards, but the palate.
It wants to stay on the tongue.
Thank you, kind sir. Yeah, it wants to
wants
stay
to
on the tongue.
slather
This
the
one
taste buds.
is telling me that it hits the tongue hard. And yep, that's confirmed. Yep, it's confirmed right there. It's in Spanish. I don't know what it says. But it's definitely confirmed.
Yep, it says ingredients in Spanish. So that's definitely what we're looking for.
Yep.
It has 3 out of 5 flames on the front.
That's pretty good. That's hotter than the 2 out
It
of 10.
says you want fire, that's easy. Anyone can strike a match, but few can strike a balance. We've got balance. We
a
have balance.
balanced match. What would a balanced match be?
Well, I need you to find your balance in the rest of these chips. So,
Yeah, we can do that.
Good segue.
I've got to keep thinking about food. I'm starting to suffer at this point. And it's taking every fiber of my being to maintain my composure. And I think I'm doing all right. All right.
Yes.
Haven't quite lost my sanity.
Let's
What's
get
next? What is where do Fritos lie in your life? I was never a big
Fritos,
Fritos
honestly,
person. That would be a
Honestly,
5 for me.
I never said what I
Thought about Pringles.
Pringles.
Yeah. I'm going to go
It's
with
on a 5 for me.
Oh, yeah.
5 on Fritos.
5 on Fritos.
Fritos is gonna be number 4.
Yeah, that's a back burner one for us. But you can prefer your style of Cheeto. if we're talking original Cheetos, that's a good 3 for me.
I would say 3 as well.
It's a real
yeah.
good 3 for me. I'm at
But see,
5.3 at this point. But if it's the spicy Cheetos, for at least half of my life, that was a
punches.
kryptonite chip for me.
That one punches.
Here it comes.
It's good, though.
This is true habanero right here.
This one punches.
I
huh?
tasted it right off the bat.
I'm doing a nice large coverage of it.
I knew this one was going to hit one as soon as I tasted it. But it's a later heat, and then it builds and builds and builds and builds
It is.
as it sits there. It's not one of those where it's like immediate.
Yeah, that's hot.
But you can taste it right off the bat, but it's not hot. But then it heats up and heats up and heats up.
Oh, yeah, it's hitting my lips, making my
still
nose
going.
run. Yeah.
Still getting hotter, yeah. That's so weird how it just takes time to...
Yeah, to just make you die slowly.
I
And
mean, there's a
painfully.
good... And it's still... I'd say it's probably almost peak right now. That's probably like 10 to 15 seconds before it actually hits its like peak of hot. No, it's still getting hotter on my tongue. Ooh, yeah, that's maybe 20 to 30 seconds, and then it really hits. And you're like, gosh, dang. Yeah, that hurts my tongue now. Yeah. Yeah. I told you that one was going to hit the tongue. It told me. It
Yeah.
told me. I heard it.
It's on the
Spirit of
lips,
the hot
too.
sauce.
That's good.
Didn't get on my lips.
Really?
Yeah, it's just all the tongue for me.
You're awfully quiet, Josh.
I want to hit.
I'm
What's
breathing.
the rest of the chips? What do we got? We did
I'm
Cheetos, Fritos, and Pringles.
Sorry, I think I'm starting to lose consciousness. We're at Frito-Lay. I'm glad it
Frito-Lay.
only takes me one syllable per Frito and Lay to get that out. So I'm about to do what Matt just did. I'm going to have to just start that.
I'm going to say number
yeah,
4.
that exterior inner breath.
That's the number 4 for me.
That's a 4.
It's 3 for me.
And I think I'm going to have to do us all dirty because chips aren't going to come back later on because I've got to get my mind off this spice. So I'm really going to hit us with some rapid fire.
That's good.
You agree? You need rapid fire to
Yeah.
not think about this?
Yeah, that one. So Freedom really helps though die down that spiciness. A
That
little
one
bit.
that one wasn't that bad. I mean,
It wasn't horrible, but it's still there.
it's tingling.
Oh, yeah.
So where are we at? We're at 3 sauces? Or, 3 wings? See, I can't even
Yeah.
get my words right. My
I've got
apologies,
4
people.
wings left, but that's because I did a half on one and half on the other.
Yeah. So I've got 3. I've got 4 because I did a half as well, just to conserve.
Dude,
The last chat.
that one is staring
The
at
last
me.
chip. Which one is staring at you?
The
Pineapple agave.
agave.
Is that the route we're going to go next?
I don't know. Is it spicy?
I think
But
that's gonna cool our taste buds a little bit.
Yeah, it probably
it?
will.
That may not be a bad thing right now. At
Y'all
least
want to
for me.
try that one?
Absolutely.
It sounds really good.
I love agave. First of all.
All right, guys.
Ooh.
The last chip is Funyuns. Where do Funyuns line? You're like, that's a nostalgia chip for me.
I could do number 2 on that.
Yep.
That's not a regret.
Yep. If only it didn't affect the breath. Yeah, Matt, you're struggling.
Right.
You're struggling, buddy. I'm right there with you. We're in this together. But then after I read you, we're gonna go to Europe.
I can go way hotter than that.
Oh, I could too.
I just
I
don't.
could too.
I don't want to.
I'm
'cause
not suffering. I'm not suffering, but
That's like my normal max right there.
yeah.
But I'm willing to go further tonight. Okay. Is that what this is?
It says
This is
hot
the truffle
sauce
one.
for
Oh,
a
dude.
reason.
Now, I love truffle oil.
Right there with you. There's nothing better
so
than a good
good.
basket of truffle fries.
But I think we're gonna go this one first, right? The pineapple agave. So this one's really interesting. The base is applesauce.
Oh, wow.
That's freaking weird for a hot sauce, right? That's very interesting. Pineapple juice. All great things so far. Agave nectar. Tomato paste. Gluten-free soy sauce. Vinegar, onion powder, garlic powder. Yeah, this is definitely going to cool. There's nothing like crazy hot in there unless the garlic is just super overpowering. So I think this one's going to be more of a flavor. than it is like a hot. Is it already? Are we already open up here? You want to go ahead and open that one so we don't have to go through this. I can never find the perforations. There it is. They make them so tiny now.
OMG. This one smells amazing.
Really?
It's the truffle oil.
It's gotta be.
All right, guys. I just need to know, in your guesstimation, how long do you think, and these times have been scientifically proven in some way, shape, or form. You know, kind of like rules are created because somebody did something, right?
Yeah.
And somebody else learned from somebody doing something.
That's there's always that one guy that messes it up for
absolutely.
everybody else.
Most of the time, it's probably a good hold my beer story. But in this situation, I think maybe somebody out there met a unfortunate end due to being taken over by a certain creature. And I just want to know, how long do you think it would take you to meet your demise thanks to a bite from a snapping turtle?
How long would it take me?
And there is a scientific number to the average death time by snapping turtle.
Really?
There is. There is.
Oh, jeez.
Matt,
I went to catch it with my legs, and that didn't work. There's an average death time for
By
snapping turtle?
by snapping turtle.
That's wild. I didn't know you could die from a snapping turtle.
Yeah, like, is it all based on where it bites you?
I think that probably has something to do with it, for sure.
They're not venomous, are they?
No.
No, I don't think there is such thing as a venomous turtle. There's a lot of venomous frogs.
Ones that'll make you hallucinate, too.
I could put that sauce on a biscuit.
Yeah, that's really good. It definitely is way on the cooler side of things.
I sucked that one bone dry.
Yeah.
That's a genius sauce. That's amazing. Yeah, I could put that on anything, pretty much. We got a lot of napkins up here.
We do. It's the business of wings.
Snapping turtle, what do you think?
90 minutes.
I think it's more in like the 20-hour range, like 15 to 20 hours.
Well, I can confirm that Rob was closest on that one. 37 minutes.
Really?
37 minutes. What about a T-Rex?
Instant.
Instant. You're about there.
I'm about to say about 17 seconds.
3 seconds.
Damn.
3
Way off.
seconds.
I'm giving myself the benefit of the doubt.
There you go. Now, I was once asked a question, and I repeated this question, and it's a question that I want y'all to answer, a little subsidiary thought here, right? A little segue thought. But I was once asked, what conspiracy, of all conspiracies that I've heard of, do I believe in the most? And I think mine is JFK, the multiple shooters.
Okay.
That's my answer. But somebody said that dinosaurs never existed.
Really?
Yep. Because, and since they said this answer, I'll admit I have not done the research to see if this was true, right? But in literature, and I'm also not biblically aware enough to know if this is true or not, but apparently in the Bible, there is no record of a prehistoric
That's actually false.
Okay.
They do talk about them.
Well,
in the Bible.
I'm at a lesson to be learned stage, but they brought
So
this up.
they actually call them behemoths in the Bible.
Right.
So
Like
it's a
you're-
different name. It's not dinosaur, but it is
Right.
it is called
But
behemoth.
apparently, from their answer from a stereotypical dinosaur worded,
yeah. Well, they actually
history
explain them.
standpoint, they really just first arrived around the 1870 range. Maybe that's because that's around
Right.
the time that the
Well-
first bone was somebody found, and we're like, "What the heck is this?"
Well, they explain
You know?
them as alive in the Bible. So they explain what they were, how they walked, how their long necks, the different features of them.
right.
They called them behemoths. And so, which gives you the idea that maybe dinosaurs actually did walk with man. Very interesting. It's
That goes into the whole debate of how old the Earth is.
Right.
Scientists believe the
Does.
Earth is 65 million, billion, whatever years old. There's been recent studies saying that, well, no, it's not. It's just thousands of years old.
haven't
And
ever.
if God, the Creator, created something, would He not create it to already be aged? So would it already not have that age?
well, it would have to be of a certain maturity in order to create man.
Right. In
Right,
order
so,
for it to be stable.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, I've heard people talk about, well, because Baptists especially, completely against drinking, completely against alcohol. Not sure why, if I'm going to be honest. Jesus drank wine.
I think it's just because of the.
It's the gambling and alcohol. It's putting it before God. That's the sin.
What was that?
Matt messed up.
I tasted it before we did it.
His habit kicked in, and he was like, "Nope, shouldn't have
This
done
is
that."
the hottest one. That's far.
Watch him put like 2 drops on it and be like, "Well, I've
Look
already had
over,
some."
Matt is seizing.
Oh no, I'm getting it.
Oh man, I'm glad you're okay after that. Good. I had to cough it out.
Nasal comes out the nose on this one, for sure.
Pass that to Josh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that's good flavor.
Ooh. Tell you what, I'm not falling asleep tonight. It's keeping me up.
Got good coverage.
That one hurts. Ooh, that one hurts. Ooh, that one hurts good.
It hurts so good.
Oh,
It hurts so
I don't
good.
want to breathe out. I just want to breathe in. Oh my gosh, that one. Oh,
I'm gonna sit here and just let it really,
Gotta let that marinate.
really marinate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. It's
Just gonna let that
yeah.
sit. As a matter of fact, most of my dab fell
It
off.
hurts
Can,
to use
can I
my
see the
tongue.
bottle again?
Oh, that's good.
Are you gonna need a minute?
no, let's do this. I'm all good.
Oh yeah.
Mind over matter. Mind over matter.
I can feel it burning my roots of my teeth. That one's
There
hot.
we go.
That's by far the hottest one so far.
That one's hot.
It's coming out my eyes.
Y'all see this? Y'all see this coverage, right?
I do. Josh is about to get quiet for a while.
Yeah.
Here we go.
He's supposed to be asking the questions now. Oh.
Hey guys. Hey guys. No.
Hey, guys, take that.
Get back.
Go.
Put that back. Get back.
Oh, my goodness. It still hurts. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have coughed. Eating more doesn't help.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my mom right now. My mom didn't raise one, if you know what I mean. Fill in that blank. We gotta ride this out.
Why is that one the hottest one? I don't understand.
Oh, let me see the bottle.
Yeah, what?
Is there something in there we didn't read? I don't think we read that one.
Apparently he's about to drink that stuff, man. It's over there.
Yes.
I've got water.
Yeah, we're. I know it's just not cold anymore.
We're good.
Okay, I'm good. Our moms didn't raise one.
Where's that bottle at? I'm gonna read on that one.
It's up front.
Oh, is that the one that he was dumping in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, let him drink that one.
Yeah, I want to see him drink it.
Yeah.
Where is it? Ooh, that's. They make a distinction as to the color of the pepper on this one.
Oh wow.
I didn't know that. I didn't read
Organic
that far.
red jalapeno.
Red
peppers,
jalapeno.
Red habanero peppers. Organic apple cider vinegar, salt, and organic vinegar. So
Just
it's
red
just red
jalapeno
jalapenos
and habanero.
red habaneros.
Not orange or not green, but red.
That is, and this is USDA organic, by the way.
It's organic, yeah. Yeah.
You know why it's 0 calories?
Huh.
Because as soon as it goes in,
Because it only takes a
everything
drop.
Everything
It only
comes,
takes a drop.
It just right out. It's more energy than it's worth.
I can't. I'm just trying to push. I'm just trying to push the spice away.
It's
It doesn't go away. Now it's on the top of my mouth, just sitting on the top of my mouth.
mine's dying down.
Yeah, mine. Well, my tongue, it's like pretty much gone, but the top of my mouth is. Well, you went a little later than us. You still got about a minute. Woo! You're sweating over there.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't understand why that one was the hottest.
Yeah,
It's just, it doesn't make any sense to me.
because the
It's-
reds.
Well, it's so weird. Like, you get a pepper. Like, I'll get jalapenos at some places because I know they're not hot. But then I'll go to other places where I'm like, I'm not going to get the jalapenos because I know they're really hot.
Yeah.
What? Why? What's the difference? You know? Like, why?
Honestly, I think because some places when they chop the jalapenos, they leave the seeds, and the seeds are the hottest part
Yeah,
of the jalapeno.
it is. Yeah, you touch those seeds. That'll get you. That'll get you for sure.
It's still going, though.
Yeah, it's still there. It's still lingering. It's lingering.
I'm going to try my best to ask a series of questions
Let's do it.
without taking a sip of water. All right? Here we go. I just need y'all to ride this wave. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. All right. We're going to go back to our rankum. We're going to go back to our rankum in honor of these chicken wings. I've got 5 chicken entrees that we're going to rank 1
All
through
right.
5. All right, here we go. Number 1. Woo! Chicken nuggets.
Oh, man.
Hit it. Hit it quick. Hit it
5.
quick.
5.
Please, for
Five.
my mercy. My
5.
mercy.
Go.
Buffalo wings. What we're doing right here, right now.
2.
It's 4 for me.
It's a 4 for you. Orange chicken from an Asian buffet.
4.
2.
2. And this one has picked up easily the biggest momentum over like the last 5 to 10 years. That is a good spicy chicken sandwich. What do you got?
3.
3.
And we've had sauces from Asian countries, Hispanic countries, African countries, just worldwide variety of sauces right now. But one sauce that we haven't had from a geographical region, that is Italy. But we can thank Italy for a chicken parm. Where do you put a chicken parm
Definitely
on that
number
list of
one
1
for
through
me.
5?
Number 1.
Number
for
It's
sure.
a number 1. I agree. You can never go wrong. It's the perfect topping to a pasta.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, speaking of toppings, random question. Build your favorite pizza. Go.
Oh, you go first because I know you're a pizza expert. Okay.
Yeah, so
No more. I'm going to put a cap on the toppings, though. No more than 4.
I only need 2.
Go.
Domino's. Parmesan garlic sauce, pepperoni bacon. The oils with the Parmesan garlic sauce, there's something about it.
Matt.
A white sauce, feta, mozzarella, a red pepper of any sort, honestly, and basil. Sprinkle the basil on. I know that's weird, but it's like everything that just like came to mind, and yeah, that was it. I mean, I could make it way more perfect than that. Like add some arugula, it'd be really good. But I have a weird pizza taste.
All right, and also, before I ask these next series of questions,
Yes.
and thank y'all for sticking with me for my first time.
The camera died again.
It's okay.
Jeez.
Gosh
It's all
dang.
But you know what? We're going to be more than prepared for the next time we do because
Yes.
I ordered an actual true Hot Ones progressive.
Uh-oh.
This was me freelancing.
Yeah.
Right? But the next time we do this here in a couple weeks, probably come around Halloween, right? Because I think I'm going to need at least a month to recover from this. I've got a true already progressive style sauce lineup for us. Ordered, it will be here very soon. But we're down to our last wing. So we have an option. We can either do the truffle oil hot sauce,
It's coming out my nose.
or we can do our version of the last dab, and that is the 3 hottest sauces that we have said were the hottest so far. The last habanero, the Melinda's XX extra hot sauce, and the spicy peach, all on the last wing. And that's the route I'm going to go. I'm going hard or I'm going home. And I will go home eventually after this, but
Honestly, I
want to go that hard.
want to try the truffles.
I want to try
Right.
this one.
Yeah.
I really do want to try this one.
I'm glad I left some meat from my previous wings left over. And I'll get back to that. But since I'm already suffering, I'm just going to go ahead and put myself in a coffin and call it a
You're
night.
going to go ahead and put the nail in the coffin.
But here we go. Off to the next question. And I've got about 50. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Here we go. We are now ranking superheroes without knowing what's coming next. Batman.
Wait, the 1 to 5?
Yes.
4.
Yeah, 3.
4 and 3. Iron Man. Also, is Batman a superhero? Because he
2.
doesn't have any superpowers.
Well, neither does Iron Man. They both just have
But
money.
he has a super suit. Batman doesn't even have a super suit. He has
He's got
super.
a lot of gadgets in his suit. It's bulletproof.
I think we call that tools. Super tools?
Yeah.
Yeah, we done did it on this one.
Done did it? With that sauce?
Why is that other one so hot? This is not as hot.
Is it hot?
It starts off like it's gonna be, and then it's just like, eh. But then, well, let's give it a little time. This one's not on the tongue though. It's in the throat. At least for me, it
Really,
is.
really good flavor, though.
Very good flavor. That's what I love, the ones that are not spicy on the tongue, Like, that's super awesome. Because you can actually taste it. But that other one,
That one's a throat punch.
yeah, that's definitely gets you on the throat. But it's good. But yeah, that spice is there. It's on the back of the tongue / throat. Kind of in that area. Look, I think I just found the secret to get through winter without any issues.
I know.
Just
eat
have a
hot
bunch
sauce.
of hot sauce on hand.
Hey, hand me that
Like-
pineapple agave. I'm going to finish this last one off with a little applesauce.
We have a different one to do, though. Yeah, last dab. Last dab's going to be all the 3 hottest.
Okay, we can do that.
Those are our red clay spicy peach honey, our Melinda's XX extra hot sauce, and our habanero from Brothers.
That shit. That one right there, dude.
Here we go.
You going first?
Yeah, I ain't scared.
Oh, man. Sarah said Hulk is number 1.
Hulk? We had a Hulk? Oh, superhero.
Yeah.
Superhero's number 1.
You forgot about what we were doing.
Kinda. Thank you, Sarah. Next is Deadpool. Where does Deadpool lie?
Number 1.
Number 1. Agreed.
Number
Personality,
2.
skill. But I think I could also put that with Spider-Man. You know, he's our only one that can get down, hanging upside down. He's one of a kind. He can shoot webs out of his hands.
Yeah. He is, you know. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one.
I'm going to have to do a lot more premeditation before I do this and host this again. Oh.
I mean, maybe 3.
Maybe 3. And
Yeah.
last but not least, Ant-Man.
5.
Sure, I've only got
Yeah.
1 left. So, yeah, I mean, 1, I guess, but he's not really. It's a pretty cool thing, but. I
Going
wouldn't
back
say
to
he's
our
number
rank 'em.
1.
So
Going back to-
Deadpool can grow back limbs. And
Really?
Yeah. Deadpool can grow back limbs.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I guess you
wild.
haven't watched a single Deadpool movie.
I've watched the
Because that was in the
one.
first one.
All right, guys.
I didn't
Y'all
see
gonna
that.
leave me
I
here
don't
to suffer
remember that.
alone or what? What are we doing?
What's that? No, I'm waiting on him.
Oh,
I
you
need all
already
3.
did 'em?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
got,
I'm done.
I've
I
got
knocked
the
'em
wing
down.
ready.
It's
It is last dab time. We're truly going to go into rapid fire.
It is.
We've said that
Woo.
10 times at this point. But we
look. I ain't
we
really
take
moved.
time gasping for air. See, I can't even talk.
I ain't moved much tonight, but this is making me
Okay.
move.
It's hitting every.
Yeah,
every
it's hitting
part,
all of
isn't
us. All 3 sauces on 1 wing. I challenge Sean to do that. Again,
Oh, yeah.
shout out Sean Evans. This is going to be painful, and we're going to be okay. We're going to make it
good.
through.
I like that spicy peach though.
And that's the one I'm missing is spicy peach. Oh, it's right in front of me.
Why did I
Matt
do
had
this?
to take a breather.
Why did I do this?
And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My tongue hurts.
Can we also talk about the fact that we made it through 12 of Momo's wings? Just that itself is a challenge.
That is impressive. These wings are massive. My tongue hurts again. See, I hate.
My nose is a faucet.
Yes.
But Rob, I will say that time that we were taking in spices on the back patio, I've got to bring those in the lineup.
Yeah.
Those were much.
I think that's why these aren't affecting me as much, is because my immunity
what
kind
we
of bumped
did
up
on
a bit
that-
on that.
On your patio was.
That was like, hey, do you want to have this salt or do you want to be waterboarded?
Max is suffering. Max, are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Going back to midnight snacks, ranking without knowing what's coming next. A slice of cold pizza.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to say 2.
Oh, 2. Hit me, Matt. Let's go.
What was it?
Slice of frozen, not frozen pizza, but cold pizza out of the fridge.
Midnight snack.
Yeah, midnight snack.
Oh yeah, definitely number 2. Yeah.
Spoon scoops of ice cream.
4.
I'm 5 on that one.
Popcorn.
3.
4.
Take a pause for the cause.
Yep, absolutely. Good old bowl of cereal.
Honestly, probably number one. For
Yeah,
me.
that's one for me. Absolutely. What's
It
your
has-
favorite cereal, Rob?
Oh man, easy peasy mac and cheesy Lucky Charms. all
Lucky
day long.
Charms?
I love Lucky Charms.
I think you're the only one that I've ever asked that question that wants Lucky Charms. Matt, favorite cereal?
I like a granola.
Yeah.
I love the
That's
granola
me.
ones.
That's
you
me.
know,
Mine's a
maybe with
good, like a
blueberries.
maple cinnamon.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, those are good.
Like apple, cinnamon, apple, maple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the granola with
Oh,
like, the honey
and
in it.
any granola that has good size sliced dehydrated strawberries,
Yeah.
like the strawberry slices in there.
I like
'Cause
the-
once they touch the milk for a little bit, they get a little soft, but the flavor is still there. The strawberry.
I really like the sliced almonds in it, and then blueberries as well. That throws me for a loop sometimes. Or
y'all are
a
too adult
chocolate.
for me.
A
It's too
cacao.
old for you.
Too adult for me.
Too
Yeah.
adult.
Like if I don't have
Yeah, I
Lucky
remember.
Charms, it's got to be Fruity Pebbles.
Granola.
Right.
I'd like a little sliced fruit with some pecans or walnuts on there, maybe a little drizzle of this or that. And I'm like, give me the Lucky Charms. Give me the sugar.
I
want marshmallows.
I take all of the cereal
But
and I
what's your
pick it out and I eat
But
them.
out of your Lucky Charms, what is your favorite charm? Is it the rainbow? Is it the shamrock? Is
It's
it the
the
cloud?
It's all the same, but I would say the Shamrock.
The shamrock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this next one out of these five, we're down to our last two. These next one out of these five, it was these two were. So there's three options of the last two, right? But two are like a 4A, 4B, right? And that is like a Kraft mac and cheese or ramen. Those two are together. They're on the same plane. Midnight snack. Mac and cheese or ramen. Where are you putting those?
I'm gonna say ramen because you can do a lot with it. You could do some stuff with the Kraft mac and cheese, you know. And I'm a big mac and cheese.
Please tell me you
person.
actually make your ramen in a pot on the stove and not in the microwave.
Well, okay, if I made ramen, yes, that's how I would do it. I don't really make ramen anymore because I'm out of that stage of my life, you know. But if I ever have to get back into that stage of my life where I'm scraping by and I need to have ramen, then yeah, I'll do it on a stove. I've always done it on a stove. Never done it in a microwave, except for when it's in that cup, you know.
Yeah,
that
the
pre-made.
Butcher
You just
Tongue
pour
cup,
the
yeah.
hot water or the water and then heat it up. I've done those before.
That's tough. I love mac and cheese, but Kraft mac and cheese isn't at the top of my mac and cheese list.
Yeah.
Obviously, being a grown-up, I prefer Velveeta. So I'd probably say ramen.
I'm going to say if you guys have to
Which
burp.
is more grown up, Velveeta cheese or granola?
Hold on. Hold on, guys.
You know?
Hold on. If you have to burp, don't do it because all the spice just comes back.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
re-hit. Yeah.
Well, thank you for letting us
It's a
know that you
retake.
just
It's a
made that
mulligan.
mistake.
Yeah.
It is. I've done it twice.
Just wait till it goes the other way.
All right, here we go. And last but not least. Well, no, I asked them all. Frozen pizza, ice cream. No. I said popcorn, did I not? I did not say popcorn.
You did.
say
I did
popcorn.
say
You did.
popcorn. On to the next. Ranking Mexican food without knowing which comes next. First and foremost, guacamole.
Ah, dude.
Dude.
That's,
Oh,
I think guacamole's right there at a number 2 for me.
yeah, I'd say
A good homemade guacamole.
I would say number 2 just because I know
There's
one of them
something
that's
out
going to
there.
be
Yeah.
number 1 for me.
You do. You already know
I
what
agree.
Mexican
Number 2 on
style
that one.
cuisine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Number
so
two is
2.
steak fajitas. Where are you putting steak fajitas? Or any kind of fajita. You can do fiesta style fajita, the one that comes with chicken, steak, and shrimp.
I'm going to say number 3.
Hot plate.
I'll
plate.
say number 3 too. Yeah.
Y'all just both have that feeling that there's just something on this list.
Oh, yeah.
The number 3 one is a quesadilla. A quesadilla. Where are you putting a quesadilla? 1 through 5.
I would say number 5. Not that I don't like quesadillas, but I like a lot of other stuff more than the quesadilla.
Right.
Yeah,
I just feel like with the quesadilla, the tortilla just kind of takes over. You know, no matter what quesadilla you have, in the
Whoa. Whoa. It totally depends on the quesadilla, okay?
Okay.
There is a gas station that has an amazing quesadilla where the tortilla is, it's not even really a main flavor in it, you know? It's like, it's just holding
They char
the
their tortilla, don't they?
ingredients
Don't they?
together.
There's like grill marks on the tortilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As if it was pressed.
Yeah, and it's just, it's a beautiful, whatever cheese they use, and I normally get like steak, you know, on it, and so, but then you dip it in sour cream, and that is an amazing quesadilla. I'm still going to have to put it as the lowest on my list, just because it's not always my first choice. I have other first choices, you know, so.
Next, enchilada.
Ooh, cheese enchiladas. Ooh.
I'm gonna have to say 4 because I think the next one's gonna be the best one.
Yeah, I don't remember what I chose before, but it's either 4 or 3, somewhere in there.
You got guacamole.
Well,
at
you
2.
still have one open.
You got steak fajitas at 3 because that's where I've got them.
So 4, yeah, so 4.
Tacos.
Yeah, tacos are definitely number 1.
Obviously number 1, and but we're talking actual
Street tacos.
street tacos, corn tortilla. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, the one up in Fort Payne.
Yes,
Oh, with that chorizo. Oh,
that man. And you know this. We found a taco truck in Fort Payne. Has won awards. Just randomly found it.
It's like, what is it, parked in front of like the waterworks up there
Yeah,
or something?
like that.
Yeah. It's just amazing tacos. You never think at this taco truck to find this. Dude, it's out of this world. I've never had tacos that good. Ever. Anywhere. Now.
I've got to find this taco truck.
Fort
Oh, by the
Payne.
way, food trucks. Food trucks have surpassed restaurants.
Absolutely.
I just like the best food now. Oh, it comes from food trucks.
It really does.
I find myself looking forward to driving out of my way to a food truck, but whenever it comes to fried chicken, there's certain gas stations that are, and I love my Popeyes. Right, that's my childhood staple.
You never
but-
hit record.
Sweet.
You didn't record any of this?
No, it's recording on here.
Oh, okay.
So we're good. It's just, and the audio records with this too, so that doesn't really matter anymore. So we're good. Yeah.
We're good. We're good. We're alive.
Wait, we need
We're alive.
36 more wings. Let's start over.
Right. Whew. All right, here we go. Now, speaking of food, this is a question where countries are hated for a certain thing. I'm going to say one word, and there is a country out there that is for travelers, right? For our travelers out there.
Yeah.
They now would prefer to go to another country said than this country because they experienced so much of this that they just don't want to go back. There's a country out there that a lot of people were like, you know, I'm probably going to say no to any other trip opportunity to go to this country because of food. What country are people not looking forward to going to solely because of food?
Mine would be the UK. I've seen too many videos.
You're right
online.
there, but what country is it in the UK, Rob?
England.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding.
A lot
By
of
general
their food
consensus
is.
of a list or a survey done by worldwide travelers, England has the worst food. But next, what country has been voted as the most arrogant country?
Greece.
Stay in Europe. Stay in Europe.
Britain.
France.
Rob, back-to-back ding, ding,
Really?
dings. That is right. The
I can
French
see that.
are known as the most
I guess I could see that.
arrogant people out there. Now, for our caveman mentality, our survival mentality, what country on our beautiful planet do people are hesitant to travel to because they are known for too many wildlife attacks?
Australia.
Ding, 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 brothers. Y'all hit the nail on the head with that one. Now, speaking of surviving, right? Surviving wild animal attacks. I have a statistic of things that only you can eat until you take your last breath, and how long you could survive while eating these things. It has been scientifically proven. In what way, shape, or form, I don't want to know, but there is a number to how long you can survive while eating hair. How long do you think that is?
3 days.
I'm going to say about 10 days.
Matt, you were the closest. On average, you can live about a week while eating hair alone. But every now and then we all have smelly breath. What is the one thing to fix that? That is gum. If you were resorted to only eating gum for the rest of your days, how long do you think you would survive?
$14 days.
What gum?
No clarification.
Okay. I'm going to say 7 days.
Matt, you were on the money yet again, sir. That is 1 week. Now, we've all been tired in life. And the nectar of the gods is coffee. How long do you think you could survive while only drinking coffee for the rest of your days?
4 days.
You're way off there, Matt. This was not your best guess. Rob, what do you got for us?
I'm going to say 14 days as well.
14 days. Rob, you were the closest. On average, you can survive about 2.5 weeks solely off coffee.
Doesn't make any sense.
Now,
See, now this is biased because somebody with more body fat is going to live longer regardless because
You
they
can
use
I
that
mean,
as-
you can go 70 days without eating.
but you know, the key to success for most things whenever it comes to a dietary perspective, hygiene perspective, body size, body weight perspective, it actually has everything to do with not size and body weight, but everything's about blood type. Depending on your blood, that determines how well you can break down anything.
Well, yeah,
So-
you can.
Or
certain
how your
blood
body's going to
types-
use it to a nutritional benefit.
Certain blood types are better with red meats. Certain blood types are better with poultry.
Certain blood types can be vegetarian with no issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, one cool thing that I loved about coming on and doing my first Mead Talk was, one, the mead, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen it a lot this week that, whenever it comes to drinking mead, slow and steady wins the race. But mead has a great opportunity of getting you a little bit tipsy. And so since we've all been drinking a decent amount of mead, we might all get hungry again at midnight after these wings. But we're going to be tipsy while we're eating. So I want you to rank these 5 drunk foods without knowing what's coming next. And number 1 is a chili dog. Where do you put a chili dog?
I'm going to go 4.
I was going to say a 3.
4 and a 3.
I want
What
to go
about a
higher.
chicken nugget?
5.
Have y'all seen That's My Boy? Great movie. Adam
Yes.
Sandberg, Adam Sandler. Oh, Vanilla Ice.
I'm going to go 5 too.
You're going to go 5 there. But, the old pocket nugget out of that movie.
Yeah.
That's probably the best drunken thought I've ever seen portrayed on screen. Next is, I don't think I've ever had one of these. What is a fat sandwich?
Ooh.
Is that just like a good sub
number
from
2?
Publix?
That's like you get in there, you get the bread, you put on the condiments, you stack the meat, you stack the pickles, you stack the lettuce, you stack the
good.
tomatoes, you stack some more meat, you stack the cheese, more condiments on the bread.
I'm saying that is a drunk snack if I ever had one right there.
I think a fried bologna sandwich. Like a fried, like you cut a hot dog in there in half, you stick it on a cast iron skillet, sprinkle it down with a little bit of Tony Chachere's, put it on with some toasted bread. I think that is the epitome of a drunk snack for me.
Sounds like you've lived that life.
I have several times, but we're not here to judge. Right?
But it just
It's hot to be over, and I was happy in the moment. That's all that matters.
But it's just an everything sandwich that's stacked properly. Fat sandwich is high on my list. I'm gonna have to go 2.
Gonna have to go 2. Well, Rob, you mentioned this next one earlier, and I just want to know, if you wake up in the middle of the night, is chips and salsa your one?
I mean, it probably would be. I don't know why.
Like,
I
you're
don't
just
know.
a sucker. That's your
easy,
kryptonite.
it's clean.
Chips and salsa.
Yes.
You can get
You
full.
don't have to think about it.
You
Yeah.
don't.
And
Yeah.
it's good, especially if you have good
It's grab
chips
and go
and good
ready,
sauces.
literally.
Satisfying.
Grab, dip, go, back to bed.
I'm
Yeah.
getting vegetables. It's a healthy
Yeah.
midnight snack.
Yeah, something like it. And you're getting some peppers, and we've had a fair share of that tonight.
Yep.
All right. And I mentioned pizza earlier in another pick'em, but this one is, where do you just put a deep dish pizza?
That's my number one.
Apparently, deep dish pizza does rank in the top 5 midnight snacks. I never would have thunk it.
It's probably going to be my top for a drunken midnight snack. I don't know, though, that fat sandwich, but I've already ranked it, so.
Yeah. Well, after a good midnight snack, after you go back to bed, you got to wake up. And I hope all of y'all, like me, love to take a nice morning shower. I want to know, after I throw a couple random facts out there at you, how long does it take you to shower? And that's at your peak filth, right? Like at your longest shower, how long does it take you to shower? Because, I mean, we can all get in there and just, wash the pits, right? And just call it a day. But if you're truly taking a good shower, did y'all know that across America, on a year span, the average American population uses over 1 trillion gallons of water solely in showers. And per minute, we use about 2.8 gallons of water. I'm a bald man. I love to line up my beard all the time, right? I'm a shaver through and through. If I'm going start to finish and I'm at the scruffiest of scruff, it does take me about 15 minutes to shower. And it blew my mind to read that I double the average of gallons of use in water usage.
I'm about to say.
The average human uses about 8 gallons of water. That's about 8 minutes, right? There's 16 gallons of water in an 8-minute shower. How long does it take y'all to shower?
You want to go, Robert?
For me, it depends, honestly.
Rob, you have the most hair of any male I know.
I've
That's why I
got a
was
lot
gonna
of
let
hair.
you go first.
You look like
Yeah.
you hopped out of Duck Dynasty or in an 80s rock band.
Big
So-
beard, long hair. Takes me, if I condition the beard and the hair, takes me about 20, 25 minutes.
Goodness gracious. Does the water go cold on you?
No, it doesn't. I have to wait and make sure nobody's showered before me just to make
There
sure.
you go.
But I'm not one of those that like takes a hot shower. Like my showers are they're typically cool. Yes. Mine are typically cool or lukewarm.
Do you take shorter showers than Rob? We're talking to Rob's wife, Cynthia. She's here in the audience tonight.
Hers are about where mine are at, if I had to guesstimate.
So,
Yeah.
honestly, my shower time hasn't changed from going from my house to living off grid. I, in the Army for years showered in about 45 seconds. So now I splurge a little bit and I take about, a minute and a half to 3 minutes to shower.
Right, we double that time.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
So
Does that,
it all
does that
depends.
almost give you like a spod euphoric high?
Oh, it's great.
Having the ability to double your time on a 45-second shower?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I'm super quick with shower. I'm very efficient. Like, I try to be efficient with everything that I do, right? And showering is just one of those things where I'm like, okay, I got everything lined up. All right, let's start it. I wait until it just starts to turn warm to jump in, and then, like, I'm down to business. Hair, everything, and I have a routine, and I go through it quickly.
Yeah,
So-
see, I've got a routine. It's just when I condition, the routine changes from when I don't condition because I like the conditioner to sit in my hair for a little bit. So I'll hop in.
I do on occasion. I'll switch up my routine to let the soap seep in a little more.
Yeah.
But I don't condition anything. I'm just my hair is naturally soft. So
Okay. not naturally oily, so that's good.
yeah. Well, oil's great. I love putting coconut oil in my hair and stuff. Like, look, all
I know
them.
that's the secret. See, I need to either start using coconut oil or tea tree oil, for the scalp. You
No,
almost
no,
knocked
no,
yourself
no,
out with
no.
the mic there, Rob.
No. Actually,
Mighty
let's
impressive.
see this one right here. Throw that on your scalp. That will get it going.
Really?
Cayenne pepper actually is really good for the scalp. Yeah.
Okay.
Look
All
at
right.
yeah, research it. Some legitimate stuff right there.
All right, guys. I've got to ask, how much time do we have?
We're almost 2 hours.
We're almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. We did pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. we didn't get awkwardly silent.
No.
I'm glad I came.
There were a
prepared
couple
enough.
of stop, little pause for the cause for the heat.
Right. A couple deep inhales.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm I think I need to do this every morning because I feel fantastic now. I'm
Well,
telling you,
I'm
it
glad
lights
this
your
did-
brain up, man.
For
It really
sure.
does.
For sure.
Really does.
And now I see why it's beneficial to do questions like so.
Oh yeah.
You know, while you're eating such spicy things. It gets that creative hamster on the wheel.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
There's a hamster in my stomach right now, I can tell you.
Is it turning?
Oh, yeah.
I'll pray for you tonight, brother.
Yep.
Are we at,
another night
do
of
you,
no
do you
sleep.
envision white knuckling the toilet later?
I don't think it'll be that bad, but I'm definitely going to take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there you
Drop
go.
the kids off
Are
at the
you
pool.
winning?
Well,
I think
I'll
whenever
have
it's
to let
taking
you
the
know.
Browns to the Super Bowl, it's an inevitable defeat.
Yes.
And that's okay to admit too.
Yeah.
You know?
Mine,
That shows humility.
mine's
Yeah.
gonna be early morning, so that's what I'm waiting for. I'll make it through tonight, but then the morning that'll be the part that really gets me. But
All right, guys, here we go. And we are off to our super rapid fire. This is going to come true trivia and true guessing. We're not ranking anything. You are just going to give me left or right, yes or no, A or B. You get it. And here we go. I'm going to give you a list of celebrities. And I want you to tell me, and these are general household names. You know, we got some scientists on here. We have some singers on here. We have some actors on here that we've all been fans of in some way, shape, or form. But number one, I want to know, who do you think has a higher SAT score out of Bill Clinton and Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson.
You think so?
I do.
That's your final answer?
Yes.
Y'all are 100% correct. She scored a 1090 on her SAT. Bill Clinton, a president, right? Leader of the free nation. And also, here's another random fact. I don't believe that having a high SAT score determines whether or not you should be able to run the country. I believe that morals should come into play more so than your testing scores. But Bill Clinton scored a 1030 on his. Shout out Scarjar. Sojo. Shout out Sojo. She's beautiful regardless. She gets it. Hi, Scarlett. All right. Next is A-Rod, the baseball player, or Will Smith. Who do you think, the athlete or actor, who do you think scored higher on their SAT?
The athlete.
I want to say the athlete.
The athlete. Well, guys, I thought the same thing. And we are all way wrong. A-Rod scored a 910. He didn't even hit the 1K barrier. But Will Smith got a 1060. He just doesn't know how to handle himself
I
in
just
public.
lost all
But we've
respect
all
for
been
Will
there.
Smith,
We've all
so.
been there. It's okay. Yep. We love you, iRobot. We love you, iRobot.
I'm not gonna deny he's been in some great movies, and he's been a great actor. Him as a person, I've lost. I don't even want to watch his movies anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that
It really
situation.
sucks because Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was so great.
Well, look, I've got one
And-
movie of his that I'm going to see.
Yeah?
Only because I've seen the first two.
And that is?
Bad Boys for Life.
Oh, yeah. That's coming out here in a couple months, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it already came out.
I don't think so.
I
I think it comes out in November.
Swear somebody was talking about it at work.
Maybe they were.
All right, this one's going to make your eyes roll in both directions. Kim Kardashian or Vladimir Putin?
Vladimir.
Who has a higher IQ?
Vladimir.
Well, guys, I don't know how to tell y'all this,
There's no way.
but although she did fail her board exam to be a lawyer, she does have a higher IQ. Shout out Kim K. Those textbooks did something other than men. That did her more benefit than men.
Her lifestyle doesn't portray her IQ. So.
All right, I'm going to
No.
throw you out 3 names out there. All right. Who do y'all think has a higher IQ out of Taylor Swift, Kanye West, and LeBron James?
Kanye.
Yeah, definitely Kanye.
We are wrong. It goes out to our hopeless romantic, Taylor Swift. She has an IQ of 125. Kanye is in second at 115. And LeBron James, there's a reason why he won the genetic lottery, because he only has an IQ of 112. But his basketball IQ is through the roof. Through the roof.
I think those numbers are skewed.
I saved the best one for last.
All right.
And this one, it took me a minute before I even placed my guess. And these are two of the smartest men, past and present. That is Elon Musk and Albert Einstein. Who has the higher IQ?
I would say Albert.
I mean, I've heard that Elon's IQ is pretty up there. And that's why the way that he talks, because of the way that he thinks.
He articulates everything, and I love that.
And it's very interesting.
It makes it easy. He is a walking, the Book for Dummies series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it takes some time to articulate it, and that's because so many things processing.
I believe Elon, and I think it would be really neat to work around him. Maybe not work for him, because he'd probably fire me. But just being able to work around him, see how his mind works. I feel like he would be one of those bosses that, because his IQ is so naturally high, for the everyday person to not be able to understand it, he would just look at you like, why do you not understand?
Yeah.
And if you're not thinking on his wavelength out of the gate, he won't.
But I think he understands that there's more to people than how smart they are, but how they are willing to do something.
Yes.
Right? So, like, if you're willing to put forth the effort, he knows that you can work your way to that, right? So, and I've seen him talk about that before, because I'm more willing to hire somebody that's more motivated than smart, right? So, I think that has a huge role in.
Because you can also learn something new.
Oh, dude,
guys
I used
like
to be a dumbass, like I used to be such a dumbass, and I know I'm not anymore, but I know that I still am ignorant to many things, right? But I still, like, from where I was when I was like pre-20s to where I am now is drastically different. So I know that things can be learned,
right?
And it's not always just genetic.
I've always asked myself, do I want to know a lot about a little or a little about a lot?
Yeah.
And what answer do you come to on that?
Both.
A lot about a little or a little about a lot? No one trumps the other.
But you have the ability, fortunately, to be both. So you can know a lot
but this
about
is
a
a
little.
would you rather now.
Yeah, I'd rather have both. But if it was strictly a
this or that,
you have to pick one, I'd probably say a lot about a little.
Yeah. Just a good foundational mass knowledge.
Right. Because like
You said a lot about a little. That's expertise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Versus a little about a lot.
No, they both
That's
have their
just
pros. They both have their pros.
I mean, you
I
can
would
be
rather-
really good at
if you
trivia
learn a
or
little about a lot, that comes better in general problem solving.
Yeah, I would say practical
that's a key
knowledge.
factor to the motivated type.
I would say practical, usable knowledge. You want to know a little bit about a lot.
So you would rather be common sense and not textbook.
100%.
Okay, so then
Because I can formulate what the textbooks already will tell you because I know a little bit about a lot, right? So I can come to the same conclusion because I have a lot of different aspects of knowledge to be able to apply to a situation. If that makes sense, right?
for sure.
So, I would say a little about a lot comes in handy a lot more than a lot about a little. Now, I do envy the people that can have a very particular expertise and be solely focused on that for their entire lifetime. What I like to do is go to those people and say, what do you know? And they'll tell me their entire sum of 30 years of expertise in a short book. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Well, now I know everything that you figured out. And now I can move on. So that's what I like to do. But
I think for me, I think I would much rather learn a little about more. It just back to the problem solving. I want to, one thing I was asked at an early age is, are you a leader or are you not? And I think I'm more of a leader, not as in I can take any task and finish it, right? But I want to be able to build people that can do the same thing.
mm-hmm.
And if I know a little bit about a lot, myself and somebody else, or myself and a team of people, we can accomplish a whole lot more with the greater good than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Now we're going to dive off in, not to just guessing, but general knowledge, right? And segueing off of, would you rather, what do you want to know and about how much? I just want to know how smart you are from a foundational standpoint. So we're going to figure out if you're smarter than a fifth grader.
Uh-oh.
So starting off with first grade science, right? I want to know the 3 states of matter. And technically, there are 4. There are 4 states of matter. Hit me.
Gas, solid, liquid.
And plasma.
Attaboy. Y'all passed the first grade. Off to the second grade. But I want to know how well you know your English, your second grade English. All right. How many syllables are in Mississippi?
4.
Yeah, 4.
Y'all are looking at each other. Is that your final answer?
Yeah,
Slamming the buzzer.
I counted it out.
Gavel slam. Y'all are correct, gentlemen. We're off to the 3rd grade. And now it is time for math. 3rd grade math. All right. You're in a car. You're doing 40 miles an hour. How much time does it take you to travel 200 miles?
5 hours.
Oh, are you asking me
Matt
now?
is clearly doing the division in his head.
Yeah, it's 5 hours. I thought that was obvious. I didn't know I had to answer it after he did.
Ding, 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 gentlemen.
Sorry.
We're off to the we're off to the 4th grade. But how well do you know your geography, especially interstate continental geography? What state? Only one state borders Maine. What state is that?
New York. But why? Wait, one state. But yeah, New York.
Matt, I'm going to go ahead and give you a second chance to answer that question. New York is not correct. How well do you know your 13 colonies?
Massive 2 shits.
Rob, I will give you one more guess. That is not correct. I'm giving y'all a chance now to get out of elementary school.
Wait, what? I don't even know. That's
Delaware.
difficult.
Rob, you are closer. Hopefully your
Yeah.
3rd guess is the charm, but Delaware is not it.
It's that cluster up there with Vermont, Delaware, and
Connecticut.
Of those 2 that you just said, the 2 that you haven't said previously,
Yeah.
one of those is correct.
Yes, I know. I want to say it's. See, the initial response, I was
Are you going with your gut? Are you going with
The
your
gut
brain,
was
your
Vermont.
heart?
that was my gut.
So there's
The
like
gut was Vermont.
Your gut is Vermont. Matt, out of Vermont and Connecticut. What do you
Connecticut.
go? Rob comes out on top. Matt, you were saying in
Damn.
elementary school. It is Vermont. It is Vermont.
I didn't even know Vermont was up there. That's crazy.
All right, guys. We have experienced a lot of pain tonight with these sauces, which were all pretty delicious. Like
They were.
I could go to a wing place and order all of those.
All but that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That one just. I just don't like.
Is
I
that
knew
the
it was
one you just happened to lick the top on?
Yeah,
Right, yeah,
that
yeah.
was the one that I licked the top on.
But, and that was the only one that was just one pepper, and that was the habanero.
No, that one was the red habanero and red jalapeno.
Red jalapeno. They're
Oh.
specific about the color on that one.
Oh, interesting.
I wonder if-
see, I guess I was
But
impatient, so that one went.
The other ones had spices that hit other places, but that one was just tongue. Like your tongue was on the fire. That's
Yeah.
what I hate.
Yeah, the
I
numb
hate it
feeling,
so much,
and then
yeah.
the numbness travels to the
Well,
throat.
and then because your tongue moves so much, it does so many
So you're
things.
just
Every
rubbing-
time you move it, it hurts more.
Right. Yeah.
That's what
So
I
that
hate.
one did not hurt so good.
No.
All right, guys. I really, really want to know how well do you think you know your pain tolerance, right? So here, I have the DOL scale numbers of ways to perish. And that is, number 1, falling out of bed or a coconut falling on you. Which one hurts more?
Well, seeing as I've fallen out of the top of a bunk bed when I was little and did not even wake up, I'm going to go with coconut falling on your head.
Coconuts weigh like 24 freaking pounds.
They are
and they
heavy,
fall
yeah.
from like 30 feet or more. That can kill a person. I'm going to go coconut falling.
Right. Well, studies do show that the chances of a coconut killing you are 1 in 250 million. The chances of you fatally injuring yourself out of falling out of bed are actually 1 in 750,000.
Wow.
Right, so falling out of bed actually trumps getting clunked on the noggin
I guess if you're
with a
old.
coconut.
I
yeah,
guess,
and I bet
it's probably 'cause
those
you
numbers
sleep
do
every
come
night.
from our older generation,
Yeah, and you
without a doubt.
sleep every night. You don't always walk under a coconut tree.
Right. I almost wanted to admit something here live, but if I did that, probably y'all wouldn't see me come back to work. So I got to keep that one to myself. Next, which one kills more people per year? Hippos or parkour?
Hippos.
Parkour.
They are actually even, which astonished me with this number.
It's crazy.
First off, I didn't know that there were more than 500 people that routinely find themselves either doing parkour or hanging out with hippos. But hippos parkour average about taking out 500 people per year.
Parkour.
Now, that is the only one where the numbers are going to be the same. So, which one do you think takes out more people out of ladders and trains?
Trains.
Ladders.
Trains almost triples the fatality rate of ladders. Trains takes
Wow.
out about 1,000 people a year, and ladders take out about 300.
Wow.
But one is fun and one is just astonishing alone, whether that was 1 or 100 people or that it takes out. But which one do you think causes the most fatalities out of skiing and ants?
See, I would say skiing.
Anaphylactic shock is a real thing.
It is.
Ants.
And that is one thing that I pray that I never have to go through.
Yeah.
Because you're mentally wired while your body is actively shutting down.
Yeah.
And that means you are processing everything that's happening to you. But skiing does take out more people annually. Skiing actually takes out about 57 people, and ants take out about 30 a year. Last but not least, vending machines or sharks.
People getting mad at vending machines and tipping them over.
Tipping them over. Yeah, it's got to
Yeah.
be vending machines.
Got to be vending machines.
Yeah, like you hear that, you instantly think it's probably
Yeah,
vending
Because
machines.
sharks is not that many.
Right. And guys, you're actually right on that.
Yeah.
Which astonishing number here. Vending machines take out about 15 people a year.
Yeah.
That's more than one a
But
month.
like, how does that happen? Like, how do you find yourself underneath a
people are-
vending machine?
Because people are angry.
I mean, that's a Hulk. Shout out to Sarah that commented earlier. About the superheroes there.
Yeah.
That she would put number 1, and I mean, 15 people completely go Hulk smash and perish
I've done it.
on a vending machine. Well, how'd you come out after that experience?
Well, it
you cheat death?
almost fell, but it did not.
So you did cheat death
I
with the
did.
vending
Yeah.
machine.
I got it tipped, and I was like, "Woo!" But I got pretty pissed because I
So
put
the
like
vending machine tried to take you out. There was no frustration that led to it.
no, there
almost
was
falling on you.
I was trying to knock some drinks out of it because it took like $5 of my money.
What drink were you trying to get out of that vending machine?
I think it was Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
All right.
then. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah. Actually, we had a vending machine at our high school that I was able to reach up and just give it a little tickle, and some Pepsi would fall out. It's pretty wild. You just reach up in there and give it a little
that's
tickle.
first. Somebody trying to give Pepsi a tickle.
Yep.
All right, guys. And speaking of superheroes, what superhero power would you rather have out of flight or shape-shifting?
Well, you can have one or have both with one. I'm going shape shifting. If I can shape shift, I can turn into a bird.
Yeah, that gives you the ability to kind of go incognito.
I'm just going flight.
Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with you on that. I really do.
I don't want to turn into a bird.
'Cause,
Yeah, but then I could also turn into Trump.
That'd be interesting.
but there's a chance that you might have to face a gun. And I hate that. I hate that.
I could dodge
I'm
it.
an advocate for world peace. I don't think anything should ever come down to wanting to take somebody out by a gun. Let's just fight with our hands. Because there's somebody out there that could beat your ass.
You do understand that hands take out more people than guns do every year.
Really?
Oh yeah, by far, like 3 times the amount.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've never heard that.
Yeah, gun deaths are vastly lower than fist as weapons and knives and inanimate objects like just anything.
And I guess we don't have time for this kind of conversation, but I did recently find myself into, not from an amendment standpoint, right, but just from the actions of a human. I love my guns. I love the right to be able to go out and buy one, and it's only come down to self-defense. That's where I stand, right? I'm not going to use it unless you threaten my family. But, the countries out there that people don't have the right to buy guns, I just found myself in a deep conversation about that. And it was awakening in many perspectives. But the average stabbing rate in the UK, where you cannot go out and just buy a gun whenever you want, right? You're right. There are a lot, like on a day-to-day ratio standpoint, there are on average, I think it was about 3 times more stabbings a day than shootings.
See, that's the fallacy with gun control is, if nobody has guns, there's no gun violence. That doesn't mean there's no violence.
Amen.
That doesn't mean there's no deaths.
If people are gonna kill somebody,
They're gonna kill them.
They're gonna kill them.
Yeah, they're gonna find a way.
There's so many ways to kill.
And that's
people.
the one thing that it's almost impossible to prevent. Like, what kind of security measures does a country have to go through from a background check, from a tactical standpoint on how you would react in a certain situation? What is that proper green light to red light, whether or not you can buy a gun or not? And I think that's the one conversation that you can never really truly find an answer to.
I've got the
because
answer.
you can't stop violence. We just answered that. If you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
Yeah, I say lift all gun laws and have no repercussions for buying
Statistics
guns.
show that the cities with the most lax gun laws have the less, not only gun crimes, but crime in general. So if somebody...
It's on the lower end.
Yes, it's extremely low when it comes to violence.
With the most gun laws have the most violence.
Yes, the most gun laws have the most violence. The least gun laws
have
the least amount of violence.
Yeah, I was following you there.
So that's like,
that does make sense.
It's, if we're all carrying on our hips and we've
Sounds
got
like
a couple
those communities,
buddies.
those people have a lot of common sense.
Somebody thinks, hey, I'm going to walk up in there and I'm going to rob the place. They walk in with a gun and they hold it up. Then you've got 10 guys pointing a gun at them. They're probably going to tuck their tail between their legs and take off.
Right.
Because criminals prey on the weak.
Dude, we're getting... This is going to be our longest Mead Talk.
I know, man. It's all
All
right,
right, guys. Well, on the bright side, we're down to our final 7 questions.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. All right, guys. And we're staying on the topic of preferred superpower. There were a couple left. Would you rather have the ability to be invisible or shoot spider webs?
Shoot spider webs.
Right. And I mean that's
Look,
endless strength.
it just looks too
what you
fun.
can carry, what you can stick to.
Yeah, the strength that comes with it. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely spider webs.
Yeah. All right, guys. And animal control or elasticity. Like Aquaman, animal control,
I would say
or
animal control.
Mrs. Incredible's elasticity.
I would say elasticity. Because I've been watching a lot of One Piece and he's rubber, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're on like episode 350 something now, so.
Right. All right, guys, here we go. We're rocking and rolling. Now, we're going to continue with testing your knowledge on a couple things. And I've got a riddle for you. I want you to spell candy with 2 letters.
Wait, spell what?
Candy, the word candy,
Candy.
with 2 letters.
C and D. No, C and Y. Yep.
2 letters.
C and Y.
You've done that one before, Rob. You hit that one just out of the gate. Whenever I heard that, it trumped me for quite some time. I was like, how? How? Then I heard the answer, and I'm like,
I thought you said C and D Y. I was like,
I started
that's-
to, and then I was like, wait a minute, no. C and then and is A and D, and then you
Yeah.
just need the Y.
Yeah.
So C and Y.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head, man. That was impressive. Out of the gate. You've clearly heard that one before.
I probably heard it on a short somewhere or something.
Right, but it's sitting back there.
It was
you
there.
pulled it right out of the vault.
It must have been filed away.
Yeah, right out of the vault. All right, guys. Trivia. Let's see how well. We're going back to geography. Let's see how well you know it. I've got a list of countries that start with the letter H. 4 specifically. I think you're going to be able to get the 3, the most common 3. But this 4th one, I'll admit, I didn't even know it existed. Hit me.
So name all 4 countries that start with H.
All 4 countries that start with the letter
So
H.
Haiti, Hungary,
Honduras.
Honduras.
But what is the 4th? Do y'all want a hint? I am that generous because I would have loved this hint.
I'm thinking it's got to be one of those little.
It has a population of 600 people.
It's probably around the Himalayas.
Actually, I have no idea where it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like somewhere near Tibet area. I can't remember. There's.
Let's see where it is. Gonna find out. Ah. It is in Italy.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No idea.
There's 2 names for a particular place, very holy place in Italy. It is known as this 99.9% of the time.
The Vatican.
What is the other name for the Vatican?
I've only known it as the Vatican.
It is the Holy See. It is the Holy See. All right, sticking with geography, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I've got a list of 6 countries that have 4 letters. There's actually, due to recent history, technically there's now 10 or 11 countries with 4 letters. But I need the longest tenured 6 countries with 4 letters.
Cuba.
That is 1.
Haiti.
Haiti has 5. Haiti. We've got 1. I need 5 more.
Would Czech?
Nope. Because that's a 2-worded country. Even whenever it still
Czech
went by
Republic.
Czechia, it still had more than 4 letters.
Takes a while to go through all the countries in your head.
I know. I'm sitting here like.
All right, I'm going to give y'all one hint to just try and get your brain rolling a little bit. We have been at war with 2 of these, or these 2 have been considered war territories now for about 30 years. Matt, you're a serviceman.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I get that one, but I'm looking at others like.
I need you to give me 6, and y'all only given me 1.
Okay, well, Iraq,
All right.
but
And I'll let you use the Iran, right?
Iran, yeah.
I'm going to give you all about 30 more seconds to at least give me another answer. So we can knock out these last 4. Last 4 questions.
I'm like working my way
It's
around
10
the maps.
seconds. 10 seconds, Matt.
There's like 100 and something, 160 something countries to go through, right? So.
I know. And I'm thinking Middle East, but then I'm thinking Africa.
Yeah. But I'm also thinking
All right. I'm looking
South
at
America.
one in Africa. One is a beautiful island. Actually, 2 in Africa. One is a beautiful island, and 1 is in South America.
Yeah, I figured. And it's not like Uruguay or.
4 letters, Matt.
I know. That's weird.
Uruguay has far more than 4 letters.
But you got like Chile, Brazil, Panama, Guatemala.
This 4-lettered country in South America is the capital of ruins.
Maya.
Mayan ruins was a tribe. But
Yeah,
yeah,
could have
you're
been
getting there.
Maya.
There is a derivative of Mayans that branched off to this country.
No.
Machu Picchu is in this country.
Indy?
That would be Peru. That would be Peru.
Yeah.
Peru.
All right, here we go.
Andes
Our
Mountains.
2 African ones, or at least I think these are both in Africa. One is Mali, and one is
Mali.
Togo.
Mali's India.
Mali is in India?
I'm pretty sure it's close to India.
Okay. And then the beautiful island of Fiji.
Fiji.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's crank this
Jeez.
out. Let's crank this out. See, I knew I wasn't smarter than a 5th grader. I knew I wasn't. All right, guys. I've got a $1 question. I've got a $10 question. I've got a $100 question, and I've got a $1,000 question. Your $1 question is, what is the chemical symbol for water?
H2O.
Attaboy. I've got a $10 question. How many days are in the collective year?
365.
That is not correct.
On a leap year, it is.
No. On a leap year, there's 366 days. There's an extra day. On a non-collective year, there's 365. On a collective year, there's 366.
Wait, what?
On a non-leap year, there's 365 days. On a leap year, there's 366. That's a
Okay.
collective year.
I didn't know what you meant by collective.
You know, I remember hearing that term whenever I was younger. And then since I went, 10, 15 years without hearing it, because you kind of like how There's rare people out there that call a remote a clicker. You know, there's rare people out there that call the trunk of a car a boot. There's a rare group of people out there that call a full year a collective year. Matt's doing math on a calculator.
Well, there should be 336, I believe. Wait, no, sorry. I did that wrong.
$100 question.
So there should be 364 days every single year. There should be 13 months.
Well, but also then again, time change shouldn't be a thing either.
Yeah, it's completely made up.
Right, it is. All right, guys, $100 question. What is the most consumed beverage second to water?
Coca-Cola.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Beer.
Sweet tea.
That would be tea. Good job, Matt. Good job. All right, and your $1,000 question. After this, we got 2 more questions, guys. And I'm glad we're not suffering anymore. I'm not suffering, but the next round of sauces that we do a couple weeks from now, it's going to be almost impossible to answer these questions.
Yeah.
But your $1,000 question is, what is our smallest ocean?
Mediterranean.
No, that's a sea.
That is a sea.
Indian Ocean?
It is not.
It's over there between...
This one is the next small... Indian is the second to smallest.
Okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about, and I can't remember what it's called. I know where it's at.
You want one hint?
Sure.
All right. The word for it is synonymous with cold climates.
No.
Arctic.
Ding, 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 ding. All right, guys. We're going to do one last rank 'em. And I want to know if you're above the average human. And then we're going to do one last wave of DOL pain scales. Number 1, our last rank 'em. Last one with food also. Thank you to Momo's for hooking us up with these wings tonight. And thank y'all for just being a light to our day here at Ivy League Brew. Having y'all outside is it's a blessing. And thank y'all for feeding us. 'Cause without y'all, we would be a bunch of hangry men that no one wants to be around. So, guys, I want you to rank these breakfast foods without knowing which is coming next. And this is only a list of 4. This is only a list of 4, not 5. Number 1, chicken and waffles.
Oh, man, that's up there. Number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
Ooh. A good, and to my granola man right here, Matt, a good parfait bowl.
It's number 3.
3.
Whoa. That was my one. that was my one. I mean,
it's still my number.
Good yogurt, good granola,
Yeah.
berries of your choice.
I understand.
It's the perfect way to wake up. It's nice and cold. You know, you're not supposed to drink cold water whenever you wake up. You're supposed to drink a good bottle or glass of room temperature water. But to chase that with a good cold parfait bowl, number 1 of my eyes. Next is a good Southwest omelet. Bell peppers, onions,
Number 1.
meat.
Yeah, that'd have to be number 1 for me.
Number
too.
1. And last, this is on every brunch menu, a good hangover burger with an over easy egg in between those buns, some bacon. Where do you put that?
That's my last.
That's your number 4.
Yeah.
So omelet number 1, chicken and waffles number 2,
Mm-hmm.
parfait bowl number 3, hangover burger number 4. And
Yeah.
for you, Rob? Same order?
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
order.
Same, yeah.
All right, guys, I just need to know, are you above the average human? With how many cups of coffee do you need? The average human only takes in 2 cups of coffee. I was thinking it was going to be much higher than that.
I don't
And if you don't drink coffee,
drink coffee.
whenever it comes to caffeine, I've got the milligrams of caffeine breakdown here.
200 milligrams of caffeine a day is what I take.
All right, so that's about 4 cups of coffee. Average cup of coffee has anywhere from 55 to 75 milligrams of caffeine in it.
So it depends.
Okay.
I can go no caffeine. or I can go 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine, depending on the day. So and sometimes it's 2 cups of coffee and an energy drink. Sometimes it's just an energy drink. Sometimes it's a tea, or sometimes it's just water.
But what you're saying is, though, you were averaging more caffeine than 2 cups of coffee?
Probably, yeah.
Probably. All right, guys, and last but not least, this is it. Thank y'all for everybody that tuned in to this sporadic array of random questions to get to know us staff here at Ivy League a little bit more. But now that our pain has dwindled, we are sane again, we're thinking clearly again, let's reevaluate our pain tolerance. Back to our last 3 DOL scales. Which one do you think hurts more, getting a tattoo or falling downstairs?
Probably falling down the stairs.
Oh, yeah. I can handle tattoos.
Yeah.
But falling downstairs sucks.
It hits you in so many different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then you have like...
Oh, you're the pinball going down the stairs.
And
Yes.
it's not on purpose. And then it's like...
Who would want to fall downstairs on purpose?
Yeah, exactly. But you want to go get a tattoo on purpose. So the pain is expected, versus the surprise pain. And then you have to deal with the aftermath of the injury or whatever, So
Yeah. But,
definitely.
after seeing these numbers, whenever it comes to tattoos, depending on where you get it, that's going to determine your pain. And I hear more often than not, after thinking about people with a lot of tattoos, whenever they say this, it does make sense. But getting tattoos does rank higher on the DOL scale than falling downstairs. Getting a tattoo is an 18, falling downstairs is a 12. And whenever I say that, think about the people that have tattoos on the top of their hand, skull tattoos, foot tattoos where there's almost no flesh, and they go in thinking, I hear it hurts, but it can't be that bad, and then they start the tattoo and they're like, this sucks. This sucks.
I got one on my ribs, That's a pretty bad spot. But
What was that on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being like you just wanted to hop out of
more annoying,
Yeah.
Like that. So that type of pain is very annoying to me, but I can shut it off. But like injury-wise, like an injury that it doesn't just bother me because it's painful. It bothers me because I know there's something wrong. And if I don't do something about it, then I'm screwed, and that's what really bothers the crap out of me.
Cool. All right, guys, last 4. 2 comparisons.
The last 7, 30 minutes ago.
Last 2 comparisons. Here we go. Staring at the sun or breaking a bone, and then stepping on a Lego to drowning. So, staring at the sun to breaking a bone.
Which one's worse?
Which one is worse, staring at the sun
I stare at the
breaking
sun
a
all
bone?
the time. It's really awesome. Depends on what time you do it.
Well, you're right on that one. Breaking a bone does rank higher. Breaking a bone is an 18 on the DOL. Staring at the sun, which I've only done that 3 times in my life, staring at an eclipse, and that ranks at a 6. And guys, last, stepping on a Lego or drowning.
I've never drowned before, but I stepped on a Lego.
And
And
that
I've
hurts.
passed a lot of kidney stones.
I've gotten close to drowning, for sure, and that is, to anybody that's drowned out there, first off, God rest your soul, but the mental pain, is, I think, what has it.
I mean,
at the
physical
number that it's
pain,
at.
I would probably say stepping on Legos.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
right. That is right. It is stepping on Legos. Well, guys, I know we're all beat.
I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
This has been a whirlwind, but thank y'all. Thank
Yep.
y'all for this.
We'll be
This-
back. We'll make
the-
sure the camera's charged, too.
I know. That really sucks.
Yeah.
Because we're all sweating up here still.
I know.
Thanks so much, Josh, for coming out
Yeah, man. Thank y'all.
and providing all the questions. You're the first person to come on and just kind of like host it. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Brought all the sauces.
We got
and
to have an experience here, so we are very appreciative of that. And I don't need an energy drink to make it home. I'm good. My brain's on fire. So with that, I guess Mead Talk out.